One of the things people blame this war on a lot
go.
is Israel. There was no proof Iran was going to attack Israel.
First of all, they had weapons that could target our bases.
Pentagon tells Congress no sign that Iran was going to attack the U.S. Objective sources. But Trump and Twitter said...
This is just another conflict Israel is dragging us into.
What do you mean another conflict? What other conflict did Israel drag us into?
I don't know, Israel-Palestine? Then them attacking Palestinian people? What are you talking about?
$200 billion for war?
And all the government-funded schools that are promoting all the LGBT shit. That's where all the other $200 billion are going.
You're just saying, don't give money to gay people. I love Trump. Give Israel billions of dollars. Infinite.
I'm not like a huge Netanyahu fan. They still allow abortions. What are you doing?
That's your biggest disagreement with Israel? They are pro-abortion? They're not radical enough for you.
I am tired of politics. I am tired of voting. Take away the 19th Amendment. I don't want it.
Every time I think Shoe0nHead lost me, he pulls me back in.
This guy's a creep. Shoe0nHead is the next internet stalker target, which, by the way, I think is a positive thing in the sense that it's not a icon child. I think this is actually an improvement. Guys, will slop it up a little bit. Taku claims that Shoe0nHead responded to him, but I don't think that's true. I think what it really is that he's giving her the Jaiden animations treatment. So, Jaiden Animations got scammed. Jaiden Animations threw me down the Genshin Impact rabbit hole. The Jaiden Animations cat situations, right? I think there was one that's something along the lines of like, me and Jaiden Animations talk about, here we go, Jaiden Animations and I found out we have ADHD. So this is the new thing. So Shoe0nHead is the next internet stalker target for Nux, which, by the way, I think is a positive thing in the sense that it's not a lolicon child. So I think that I think this is actually an improvement. You know, it's a beautiful thing. So let's watch, man. I'm curious.
The global drama is getting really crazy, actually, these days.
The global drama. Me when I start a war, my name is Donald Trump. Me when I announce that we won the war, even though we haven't done anything.
Everyone's talking about it, it seems. So Shoe0nHead just made this...
I guess that means we should all talk about it. All very qualified.
Massive video, the truth, why we're actually at war.
Whoa.
And the reality is, I got so many people telling me I needed to watch it, and I'm going to crash out and stuff. Now, I obviously disagree.
Why? Did she actually blame Trump and stop fucking fence sitting?
With Shoe0nHead on this one. I've seen her on Twitter saying how Israel's pulling all the strings and stuff. And actually, this is a war that's not to our benefit at all. I think she's wrong.
I think she's wrong. It's because you're Israeli, bud. And you know what? I love that. I love that about you.
And that's fine. I actually don't care about disagreeing with people, actually.
Whoa.
I think she's reasonable, and I'm very excited to watch this video. The reason being, I always love watching alternate opinions to my own. Maybe she'll change my mind on a few things, and I'm sure we will find common ground.
Oh, that's great. I don't think that's true. I think that she's in your sphere, and you know you have to like her.
I am against the war lobby in the United States.
Is Taku like the Taku like the Ben Shapiro of like the lolicon, like, you know, sphere? Like, what's going on here?
I am against funding for foreign countries. I am against lobbying for foreign countries.
I guess unless it's Israel, I guess he's super for that.
And I am against forever wars and regime change wars that don't actually benefit us. Now, in my opinion, killing terrorists in Iran that have been trying to kill us for the last 47 years, developing weapons and shit like that actually is in our best interest.
Probably not. I mean, trade-wise, we're already fucked. What is that? The Strait of Hormuz is still shut down by Iran, which is fucking us trade-wise. So I don't really know what you're talking about. Also, they're not really happy with us because we used to have control of their oil, and they wanted control of their own oil. And we were being dickheads about it, so they haven't liked us since then. Crazy concept, huh? But we did go to this war, I guess, for Israel, but also, I mean, it seems to be benefiting Russia. You know, now they're selling more oil since there's less oil selling through the strait. And, you know, Saudi Arabia, pretty happy about this. You know, they don't like Iran either. It seems like we're the only ones not benefiting. Europe isn't benefiting from it. They're fucking pissed off. Yeah, man, this just seems like a big, like, hey, let's help out other Middle Eastern countries and Russia type of a deal from Trump. So,
provided that it's a relatively quick war, we don't have boots on the ground, and it's not some endless quagmire, which in my opinion, it's going to end up being. So I'm excited to see this video. I'm excited to hear the alternates take to a lot of my opinions. And we're gonna fight. We're gonna go to war here. Literally, her comment section is flooded with people talking about me. My comment sections are flooded with people asking me to watch this. So I
don't think that it's that deep, but okay.
We're gonna do it. All right, this is the thing that y'all wanted to do, and I'm excited because her videos are usually good.
Oh.
So what happened? Well, a few weeks ago, our government had a That's So Raven premonition. They had a vision, and they saw into the future. They saw that Iran was going to attack Israel. So we went ahead and attacked Iran.
Wow. Were they, though?
Now we're in some bullshit.
That's what we were told by Marco Rubio, but were they, though? Israel was prepping to attack Iran on, like, a false premise, and then we decided to attack first. So
I assume there will be more depth because that's not what happened.
War. No, I am
so
not.
what happened, bud? Because that is what Marco Rubio said happened. They said that Israel, I believe what Marco said actually was that Israel was going to attack Iran, and then they were expecting a response to Israel, so we decided to step in. You know, so yeah, I don't, but okay.
Not joking. That's basically what happened.
The word basically doing a lot of heavy lifting. All right, remember.
So explain it.
This is a regime that has killed thousands of Americans, 40,000 of
How
their
many of them have we killed? How much have we destabilized their country? I'm not saying that everything is perfect and we're the ultimate enemy. I'm just saying, like, you want to pretend like the United States and Israel are like these super innocent bodies.
own people as well, destabilized the region, threatened our allies in the Middle East, not just Israel, but literally bombed Qatar, Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates, Kuwait, Bahrain, Jordan, Lebanon.
Yeah, well, you know, Qatar's given us bribes. That's good. And so does Saudi Arabia. They gave Trump bribes through giving him money to his like meme coin, and then he decided to sell. What is it? Oh, he sold to the UAE, selling AI chips to the UAE, which we didn't want to do because then China would get it, which is not good because they could become more advanced with their missiles. Wow, I guess everything I said was true. It looks like we're doing this just so that we can benefit others, like fucking allies that support terrorism, right? Saudi Arabia, don't they also support slavery? Right? They do. They killed a journalist, Jamal Khashoggi. What? We forgot about that, I guess.
And also, let's not forget, spent the last 47 years trying to develop the weaponry to kill us.
Whoa.
And definitely will at some point, once they get the ability to kill us, they will kill us. So I fully support obliterating them while they're not actually able to fight back that much because Israel crippled them 8 months ago.
Crazy.
Oh, and also the little tidbit of...
So then you're saying they are not a threat. You realize you just like owned yourself, right? Everybody was like, Trump was like, oh, Israel's a threat, or not Israel. Well, maybe Trump's like, oh, you know, Iran's a threat. Blah 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 blah. Oh, okay. Now you're saying that they're not a threat. I don't know which one is it, dude. I don't understand. I'm so confused.
They were actually the ones that declared war. This is a thing that a lot of people forget. They
were attacked first, so
declared war on us. They also tried to assassinate Trump twice. No,
who's they? What, Iran? What are you talking about, dude? What the fuck are you talking about?
This is actually...
What? Iran tried to assassinate Trump twice? Oh, this isn't true. This is propaganda from the White House. Okay, the only reference is, what is this? What is this? A man accused of plot to assassinate Trump testifies Iran pressured him. Get the fuck out of here. That's not true. This is a new thing. This is just some new weird thing. What the fuck is this? Okay. Whatever, dude. The fucking propaganda conspiracies are going wild right now.
Based as fuck.
Despite the Pentagon,
provided it doesn't become a boots on the ground, massive, infinite, forever war. All right, and if that happens, I take it back. I disagree with that completely.
Wow.
That's why I hate the war lobby in the United States. That's why people like Lindsey Graham are begging for a boots on the ground. I don't want that. Absolutely not.
You just said you wanted to crush them. You just said that you think that we should crush Iran. What are you talking about? Now you don't want to crush Iran? It's nothing that you say makes any sense. I don't know if you know that, but you're just talking to talk.
Just want to go there, fucking kill them from a distance, from the air and from the sea, kill some terrorists. That's awesome. Cripple them, send them back to the Stone Ages, and hopefully their people can actually rebel and pick up the pieces of their government. That's not on us.
On saying there was no proof Iran was going to attack, it came.
Well, their leader's dead. Wouldn't that already help them push them towards a position to take their government back? Okay.
Came to us in a.
All right. Humreya Pamuk, who wrote the article, there is definite proof that they were going to attack. The question wasn't if they were going to attack. The question is when they were going to
I don't think there was any meaningful proof that they were going to attack at all.
attack. You know, they directly stated to us that they were going to attack. They told us they were enriching uranium to 60% and had enough uranium to build 11 nuclear bombs.
Whoa! So just to be clear, Congress said there was absolutely zero threats. Did I say Congress? I meant the Pentagon. The Pentagon said that there are absolutely no threats of us being attacked by Iran. Trump said that there were. So I guess if you listen to Trump, who lies all the time, you'd believe this. Also, the Pentagon found that they weren't trying to develop any nuclear capabilities. Why the fuck are we listening to Trump? He's a liar. What?
told that to us a week before the war.
Sorry, she has on the screen, Shoe0nHead has something on the screen that says, Pentagon tells Congress no sign that Iran was going to attack the U.S. first. Okay, so she's showing you objective sources, and you're like, no, but actually, Trump and Twitter said, okay, good job, man.
War started. They were inevitably going to attack. They chant death to America in their parliament every day as part of their...
Every day? That's crazy.
You know, national discussion. The question was...
Oh, every day? I'm sure that's true.
If the question was when. But anyway, I'm going to let her speak. I'm going to let her speak. I'm also always interested in hearing alternate opinions.
Well, I mean, you're expressing an opinion. She's showing facts on the screen, just to be absolutely clear, but okay.
It's always fun because I think they're all wrong on this one, and I think that a lot of people fell for like the infinite internet sludge psyop.
That's ironic coming from you, but okay.
A dream. Source, we made it the f up. Now, there are many reasons floating around for this war.
All right,
Israel, China, Russia, oil,
true,
Iran being 2 weeks away from having a nuclear bomb for the
no one's
past 40 years.
True. And if you think about it, they were close multiple times and we kept stopping them, actually.
Bringing democracy.
Oh, did we? But just to be clear, in Trump's first presidency, I wanted to make sure because I remember this correctly. Trump is the one who pulled out of the deal that we had with Iran for them to not have nukes. Trump withdrew from the Iran nuclear deal. Trump did it, and then they still, to this day, didn't have any nukes, and they weren't planning on it. Sourced by our Pentagon. What are you talking about, you fucking idiot? He's just fucking lying, dude. I remember this. He's just fucking making shit up. But okay, if you say so, I guess none of the facts line up with you. But okay.
To Iran.
No one's saying that. All right, anyone that's saying that is lying. That's not part of the agenda.
What?
To Iran.
They were close multiple times and we kept stopping them, actually.
Bringing democracy to Iran.
No one's saying that. All right, anyone that's saying that is lying. That's not part of the agenda. We would love if the Iranian people rise up, but no one is fucking saying that we are there to instill democracy.
And many other things, and we can discuss those things.
Right,
maybe it's all those things at the same time. But there is one thing I feel is just not getting enough attention. And that is the many
Israel.
people in our government who believe in a
What do you want Israel to get more positive or negative attention?
Literal doomsday prophecy about this war, and are possibly pushing our president to take the necessary steps to make it happen.
The president is the one who wants to do this. What are you talking about?
Israel.
No, I am not joking. No, this is not a conspiracy theory.
Is this going on like a total other direction that I was ever expecting? Holy shit, did she pull a fast one on me?
It's not the Candace Owens channel. This is a real thing, and we gotta talk about it. Now, I know I keep saying the next video is going to be a slop video. I know, I'm sorry, but things just keep happening. But that's okay.
Look, man, all I know is I've been getting so much shit thrown at me saying, Nux has to react to this one because he reacts to other Shoe0nHead videos. There's no way he's gonna... So here we are.
And then
Oh, shut the fuck up. He's just pretending that like, so many people keep telling me to do this. So many people, he keeps going on and on and on. Why do you feel so uncomfortable around women? Like, you wanted to react to a Shoe0nHead video. She's your new Jaiden animations. We get it. That's the real reality here, right? Like, that's the real thing that's going on here. So just shut the fuck up. Stop saying this.
We get to the more important issues, like making fun of women on TikTok.
Oh, the good old days.
Oh my god.
Love that.
Ruin everything, dude. You're so weird and cringe.
So in this video, we will talk about this f***ass war. We will discuss the strange characters
that I guess Nux thinks is super appropriate to engage in because he loves Israel.
Who are encouraging it. The doomsday cult they belong to. And I will crash out a little bit.
The Jews, we never talk about the Jews. I just noticed that the Jews really don't get a lot of people talking about them. They're a small...
I love how he hides behind anti-Semitism. We know Israel's pushing us to attack Iran. They've been doing this for so long. What are you talking about? And Biden was a much better president and didn't let him do this, so...
percent of the population, and for some reason everyone just keeps ignoring Jews. Man, I hope Shoe0nHead shouts them out this video. That's probably going to happen at some point, man. I hope so.
Can we just talk about how Nux Taku is doing the Hassan Parker thing? Right? Like, doesn't this dumb motherfucker always complain that Hassan, like, dog whistles and criticizes... like all Jews, but through criticizing Israel, and he like, you know what I mean? So aren't you just saying that you think that Israel represents all Jewish people then? Aren't you just supporting Hassan's logic? Right? I don't understand.
It's wild, man, because, you know, like...
Nobody in your audience agrees with you, by the way. like everyone in your audience hates Jewish people, so I don't really know who like you're saying these things to.
Like the millions killed by Muslims over the years, I feel like we really don't talk about how the Jews defended themselves a couple of times.
A couple of times. We're not gonna boil everything down to one thing, but here's where we are right now. Israel's our ally. They are probably one of the most powerful countries in the Middle East, and they just want us to attack Iran, and we did. And they gave Trump the Magical Jewish Guy Award, so that he would be on their side. He can get like a pardon or something for his fucking war crimes. But okay, if you say so, man.
Of the special 2-week military operation, everybody.
All right. Did anyone say this was going to be 2 weeks? Man, I probably said that at some point. But it's not going to be a forever war.
Did it?
Okay. I mean, no shit, it's not going to be a forever war. It's like literally impossible to do a war forever.
Mission accomplished. I feel like every day I wake up and Trump is like, we won. And then something else blows up. And then again,
and we didn't win.
And he's like, we won. And then we're back at war. But it's
Trump already announced that we won the war in Iran and that we did a lot of cool things. We got nothing out of it. The Strait is still closed. They haven't changed anything. Nothing changed. He's just announcing victory to pull out because he knows he fucked up. He's basically just trying to get us into a bunch of Vietnam wars.
She's just reading Nuxanor video titles.
Not a war, but we won the war. Hey, maybe
this is not a war. It's a side quest. It's a special operation. See, that's one thing that I completely disagree with, like the Trump regime about. They keep calling it a special operation, not a war. It's absolutely a war, all right? Don't be scared to say the W word. Of course it's a war. Hopefully it's just a really quick and effective war. We don't have boots on the ground in a quagmire.
It's just so funny that he doesn't, like, that he's just so fucking dumb, right? Like, why wouldn't Trump want to call it a war? Oh, because he said he ended, like, 9 of them, and he would do no new wars. Now Nux is like, no, just say it's a war. Wouldn't that would be him lying to the American people. But they don't care. They don't really care. They don't digest or internalize anything that's ever said by Trump. They just like him a lot because he does funny racism to them. That's it. And I guess for Nux's case, he likes that Trump will do everything Israel asks of him. So I guess that's his big plug there. But okay.
For 10 years.
It will be over by the time this video uploads because apparently Iran wants to talk to JD Vance.
Oh.
JD Vance is apparently the peacemaker here.
I mean, we all know exactly why this is happening if we're actually paying attention. So if you want to hear the real conspiracies, you're in the right place. JD Vance is a close friend.
You would be in the right place, yeah. He loves conspiracies.
Friend of Peter Thiel and Tucker.
Oh, isn't he a dumb fucking piece of shit white supremacist or whatever?
Carlson. Tucker Carlson is like this big isolationist anti-intervention guy, it seems, while he's being paid by Iranian billionaires. That is a true thing that happened after he was fired from Fox News. JD Vance.
Oh, why was he fired from Fox? What the fuck? Why was he fired from Fox News? Interesting. You've never talked about it until today. That's so interesting. Oh, right, because he lied about voter fraud. That's right. We got there, guys. He lied about voter fraud. He knowingly lied about the Dominion voter fraud. It's interesting how Nux will now, like, he has never said this before in his entire life, that Tucker Carlson got fired from Fox News because he was in text messages basically saying he knew that Dominion voter fraud was fake. So he got fired. Fox lost like $1 billion. And Nux hasn't said a word about this until today. Why? Because he's making a video where he really, really supports Donald Trump attacking Iran for Israel. That's so beautiful.
Son, Buckley Carson, is Tucker Carlson's son, Buckley Carson, is working directly for JD Vance. JD Vance and Tucker Carlson are both really close friends with Peter Thiel, the guy who owns Palantir. So what they are doing here is they are setting up JD Vance to be this isolationist peace guy so that when he runs for president, he could say that he was always against the Iran war, he was the peacemaker, and he and Tucker Carlson and that group of the right wing is actually trying to take over. That's why this is happening. It's very obvious, actually, if you pay attention. That Joe Kent, also a friend of Peter Thiel, leaves the Department of Counterterrorism to go on Tucker Carlson's podcast to say that the Iran war is bad. If you actually pay attention to the missing pieces and the moving parts, and you watch Nux...
Nobody thinks the Iran war is good except for ultra-Zionists. Like, I don't... who are you speaking to? Who do you think believes you or agrees with what you're saying? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Nobody thinks that nobody thinks it's good except for fucking ultra-Zionists. What are you talking about? Oh, that's crazy.
Or you're actually very informed on what's actually going on in the world.
You're super not, but okay.
Imagine the Iran war. Imagine possible World War III.
It's not World War III.
Whoa.
Everyone needs to calm the fuck down. I keep seeing people say, where's the World War III? Wake me up when World War III happens, okay? Like, God, dude. Iran got obliterated in like 3 days. We're cleaning shit up to make sure that they can't rebuild right now. That's what's going on.
What are you talking about, dude? We're getting fucking ass dumpstered. What are you saying? We are getting like fucking absolutely ass dumpstered, and we're deciding to leave because Trump knows it looks like a bad move optically. What are you talking about?
In the hands of a Shoe0nHead fan. We're all gonna die.
Shoe0nHead, he is watching your video now. Tell him to deport Ilhan Omar.
People, word for word, bar.
I'm not understanding. How did we get to Ilhan Omar? This was like the weirdest one here because Nux is literally sitting here and like drinking a gallon of Israel's cum. Nobody on the left or right supports Trump attacking Iran. Everybody knows it's a bad idea except for Nux because he's Israeli and he supports everything that the Israeli government does, like get us into this war because, I don't know, for fun. And now he's got to bring up Ilhan Omar. How is she relevant to this other than she's a Muslim woman? What are you talking about? Also, you have Canadian and fucking Israeli dual citizenship. What are you even talking about? Deport for what? You don't even live here.
For bar. Repeating the NPC talking points that we heard during the Iraq war. This Middle Eastern country is building weapons of mass destruction.
They literally were, according to
Nobody.
United Nations.
No, they weren't. The Pentagon said no, they weren't.
And the IAEA, all right?
They weren't building anything. There was no evidence of that. What the fuck are you talking about? Literally says it here. No, the UN's nuclear watchdog, the International Atomic Energy Agency, has not said that Iran is building nuclear weapons. We don't have any proof of a systematic effort to move nuclear weapons while Iran enriched uranium. It's cause for concern, but it does not enough to say that they're building nuclear weapons. What the fuck are you talking about? Nothing you're saying is true. You're just lying. What?
Like that, there is no, and they admitted it themselves. We don't need to go that far. They admitted it themselves. They had 60% enriched uranium.
They hate America. We're gonna.
That can be concerning. But even if it is true, who pulled out of the Iranian nuclear deal? Oh, it was Trump. So Trump created a problem in his first presidency by pulling out of the agreement that Iran was holding to not build nukes, and then now in this presidency he's going after them for not even violating and building nukes, but for enriching their uranium to potentially build nukes. But Trump would be the one that did this. That doesn't make any sense.
Gonna bring them democracy.
No one's saying that.
It's all the same shit. It's all the same people.
It's literally not the same shit. See, I was actually very against the Iran war, the Iraq.
You were like a baby, so you weren't.
War. Myself, I think that it was a massive.
Really? Were you? When you were 18 years old, you had a really strong opinion on this? Is what you're telling me? You're 30 years old now. That was when you were 18. I doubt that you had any strong opinion on it in any capacity. You were making lolicon videos on YouTube about how it's funny and using actual fucking child lolly porn in your thumbnails, and you're sitting here yo, I was really against the Iraq war. What do you didn't know what the fuck the Iraq war is? You were a teenager. What are you talking about? Nobody believes you.
A shithole. Shouldn't have happened. Shouldn't have put boots on the ground. Shouldn't have taken as long as we did. What a nightmare. What a tragedy. And to be honest, I haven't even heard these talking points being said. I've been following this very closely, and these talking points that she's
very closely, I'm sure,
mentioning, I really haven't heard anyone say that except for the critics, right? I hear a lot of podcast bros being like, "Whoa, they said that it's just like the Iraq War." I've heard that said a lot, but I really haven't heard these talking points said by any politicians at all.
What the fuck are you talking about?
People pushing for this. Because
the politicians didn't say it? You sound like a cheap, right? And you're just like, well, my favorite politician didn't say it, so it's not true. Good job, man. You did a good job.
Only this time we have social media, and we are seeing war propaganda from all sides being debunked right in front of our eyes. True. Social media has
Does he not understand that this is anti what he's thinking and saying? Or I'm super confused right now. Yeah, Pete Hegseth talked about regime change. Well, this is the thing, is that everybody in the administration is just going to say something to cause confusion and then be like, I didn't say that. That's been the entire strategy from the start.
It's truly been the worst thing that has ever happened to the government.
Straight facts, bro. The moment you have social media and people are like, wait a second, hold up. There are Pakistani rape gangs all over England. It's like, okay, all right, dude, it's over.
Imagine getting away with decades and decades of propaganda now being debunked in real time.
Elon Musk buying Twitter saved the world. Not even lying.
What are you talking about? He's the one that's been doing the propaganda.
By people called
true.
like Pee Pee Poo Poo 69.
True.
Brutal.
She's criticizing everything that Nux is saying, and he's like, yeah, true. What the fuck are you you dumb asshole? What are you talking about?
Sorry, I have to like white balance my camera. I'm using...
Fuck,
It's story time! I'm gonna be the new Miss Rachel. Nice. Today's number is 7, and we're gonna talk about Tower 7! Oh. Anyway, I'm not the kind of person that's like, oh, I hope
Why was that funny to you? I don't understand.
Iran wins. That's like, I saw people...
Did you say based bitch? I don't understand what's happening right now.
People saying that, like, that is psychotic.
There it is! Yeah, the Sneakos, the Nick Fuenteses, the Tucker Carlsons praying, the Hassan Pikers praying for Iran's victory.
I want to go down with the USS Great Satan, you know what I mean? Like, if we're in a war, I want to win the war. I just don't understand.
You know, I really appreciate this this middle class of person. You know, I really have to say that I appreciate that we can have nuanced debates about this without going full jihad. You know, I think that's...
What the fuck are you talking about? What is he saying? What are you referring to? I don't understand. What?
It's awesome. All right, you don't have to hate America.
Oh, she can. Oh, okay, I get it. She's on your side, so you're just like, no. Here's a reason why I actually like her, even though I disagree with her, and I think that we should be Israel's puppet. Hey, hey.
To be anti-war.
And why there has to be a war. We know regime change doesn't f***ing work. We've tried this already. It never f***ing works. We always make shit worse. We're not the world police. There are so many people...
Well, we are the world police. We just don't have to do regime changes to be the world police. That's the role that we've decided to be. Like, you can do things like aid and do like steady... You could do like steady aid protocols and like slowly try to have a positive impact on other countries rather than trying to go in and regime change them.
All over the world suffer.
But we have so much influence on the entire world. Like, yeah, we kind of decided we were going to be the world police in some capacity, which is fine. We just have to be more responsible and intelligent about it.
Again, no, the argument for this was never regime change. Now, regime change would be...
Dude, Pete Hegseth said it was. We literally killed their leader. How would you say it's not going to be a regime change if we're killing their leader? How do these two things coexist?
Great, actually, because this regime has been committing terrorism throughout the entire world for 47 years. So regime change would be great.
Wait. Okay, what about Israel? What about them like having an illegal occupation in the West Bank? Like, even if we like, and like, I think Israel has the right to exist. That's fine, but like, not everything that they do is golden. So, what are you referring to?
Right, but that was never one of the major objectives. So, I really like the.
Oh, not one of the major objectives, but it was an objective by your logic. Okay.
Muddying the water is not a good sign.
But our priority as America is to take care of Americans.
Totally agree, which is why we should kill terrorists that have killed thousands of Americans.
And the American people are suffering.
Basically, we're in a situation where if Iran ever does anything bad or against the United States' interests, it is justifiable, according to Taku, for us to just violently attack them and kill them. We don't have to acknowledge that things are much more complicated and delicate than that. We don't have to acknowledge the terrible things that we have done, generally speaking, like destabilize their government, take over their oil production, give them a reason for them to hate us. We don't have to acknowledge that because they don't like us, even if it's, it's more complicated than it's justified versus not justified. Like, it's just completely okay for us to do whatever the fuck we want indiscriminately.
And now we're asking for $200 billion for war. $200 billion. Notice nobody's...
Yeah, and there was more fraud than that in California alone.
No? I don't know how to respond to you. You're an idiot. What do you mean there was more? What are you talking about? Donald Trump literally is getting deals with different countries like Qatar, Saudi Arabia, the UAE, by them investing into his meme coin and making a bunch of money and getting private sit-downs with him. And then he's doing things like allowing the UAE now to sell AI chips to China. Like, we didn't sell AI chips to the UAE because they would sell them to China and help China catch up to our technology. And Trump allowed them. Like, what are you talking about? Everything is just like, oh, look, a Democrat did a thing. You're referencing Nick Shirley. Like, you realize you sound like a fucking idiot, right? Like, you are a dumb person. You sound like Rob Schneider, who fucking bombed CPAC with this horrible comedy. By the way, I have a video about that on the Papa Got Leftovers channel. I've been resurrecting that again. It's a fun time. There's actually a video about Nux on there too. Him crying about Erica Kirk. This guy just yaps.
U.S. aid spent that much combating sexually transmitted butt diseases in Afghanistan.
What are you talking about, dude? Like, you're so boring. Holy fuck.
and propping up LGBT.
I also love how, like, even in his worst interpretations, like, yeah, we were helping them, like, get over, different STDs because there's a lot of rape going on in other countries because of a backwards, society, because we've literally fucking raped their resources to the point where they don't have any fucking, they don't have their own shit, under control of their own shit, because that's what it is. The less abundance you have as a country, the more regressive you are, the closer you are to religious extremism. Like, that's what it comes down to. I mean, all these countries are much more religious because, unfortunately, religion is... Western religion is great. Every other type of religion, and Western religion it doesn't matter which one of religion you belong to. You can still westernize religion, but, Eastern religion, it's really about, controlling women and children, so.
The opera in Somalia. Just a reminder, we've spent like double that on the Ukraine war, which actually doesn't benefit us at all.
Dude, you're so dumb. The Ukraine war doesn't benefit us? You don't think it's a good thing to, like, not let Russia take over the... Oh, sorry. I'm so confused. I'm sorry. So when it comes to Ukraine, who is getting attacked by Russia, who is like a direct financial backer of Iran, which you're saying was justified for us to attack, despite the fact that the Pentagon said that they weren't amassing any weapons of mass destruction, the fact that Trump is the one who pulled out of the Iranian nuclear arms deal, right? And they posed no threat to us or even Israel in this case, but it was still okay for us to preemptively attack them. Like, we should spend $200 billion. He's saying this, $200 billion we should give to Israel, who is illegally occupying the West Bank. Okay, gotcha. But when it comes to Ukraine, a much more a fucking Western ally, that if they get taken over by Russia, Poland would be next. There's no benefit to us helping them stop Russia, a massive superpower that's losing to a fucking third world Western country. I don't. What are you saying? You're just talking. You're just talking. Holy fuck! Oh shit.
Is like, who's gonna pay for that when it's shit like war, but when it's for your mom's diabetes medication, it's pull yourselves up by your bootstraps.
You do realize that diabetes medication is way cheaper now under Trump because of
No, it's not.
Trump RX, right?
No, dude, I hate this guy. I hate this guy. Trump RX is a worse version of good RX. It's not good. Trump RX is not good. It is a worse version of good RX. You can't use your insurance on it. You can't at all. It doesn't go towards your deductible. They don't give you alternative options for generics like good RX does to try to save money. Trump RX is literal dog shit. What are you talking about? Bro, I swear. It's like not even worth interacting with these people. They are unhinged fucking freaks. This guy's like, I love Israel and I think Trump is amazing. Trump RX sucks. What the fuck are you talking about? What are you talking about? What are you saying?
$200 billion while American situations have not gotten any better. In fact, they're just going to get worse now.
Look, if I just gave a list of look, I don't like giving $200 billion to war and
yes, you do. You just said you wanted to do it. What?
The military and stuff, but
yes, you do. Trump. The only thing Trump is increasing is their fucking military spending, despite the fact that they haven't passed an audit in like a fucking decade.
Like where that's going, a lot more where all the other $200 billion are going, which includes fraud, the USAID, all the government-funded schools that are promoting all the LGBT shit.
What the fuck are you? Sounding like an unhinged fucking moron. You're just saying, gay people, don't give money to gay people. That's your whole argument, man. Your whole argument is like, I don't like the gays because they make my penis hard, but I love Israel because I guess they kill a bunch of people, the Israeli government, and that's cool to me. That's what you're fucking basically saying.
All right, way more than all the government funding of different media broadcasting stations like what? CNN and MS.
The government funds CNN? What the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about? The government funds CNN and MSNBC?
MSNBC and all these other places which get government funding, which
what the fuck are you talking about?
Our taxpayer funding.
Dude, this guy's I don't even know how to I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I can do this. This guy has actual brain work. He's just saying things. You think that our tax dollars go to CNN and MSNBC? I will rip my fat fucking left testicle out and I will give it to you so that you can produce your own testosterone if you can prove that. That's insane. Now they funded NPR and PBS, shows for kids that don't constantly beam information into their brains that kill their fucking attention span. But CNN, he's just saying things, but not Fox. Before, we criticized Tucker Carlson for getting fired from Fox because Tucker Carlson was knowingly lying about voter fraud, and he was even saying that he was lying inside of text messages, and they cost them $1 billion. But Fox, I guess, is not part of this, though. No criticism for Fox, but CNN, apparently they're getting money from something. I mean, what the fuck are you talking about? Based on the way this guy's talking, I wouldn't doubt that he's getting money from fucking Israel. He's like the biggest cum guzzler for like all the fucking everything that they want to do.
I would trade in every leering center on the planet for a few more dead Ayatollahs. Not even exaggerating.
Everything is going to get more expensive, but that's okay, apparently. That's okay. That's not a concern.
Things are going to get more expensive for a month, and then it's going to drop that right
Things
back.
have been expensive the entire year. What are you talking about? They have been like continuously expensive. A month? What are you saying? What are you talking about?
Back down. All right, it's not going to...
They're just going to go back down, guys. I'm a billionaire streamer who loves Israel and every terrible thing they do, and we should give our tax dollars to, we should definitely give our tax dollars to Israel for more wars. My name is Taku.
all get more expensive forever. All right, under Biden and this global economy shit, you know,
under Biden, the global economy stuff,
pushing for protecting the environment, things got
fuck! We were trying to protect the environment, guys. Fuck.
way more expensive, way faster.
Really? Because that's like not really true. First of all, Biden inherited COVID, which was the worst pandemic of our lifetime. And then we came out of COVID better than any of our other fucking allies. He did a good job. Biden did a good job. And you want to know who the last Democrat was? Obama, who inherited the Great Recession, the worst recession since the Great Depression. And you want to know where COVID started? Trump's administration. And you want to know where the Great Recession started? Bush's administration. And so what is this pattern? Republicans fuck things up and handle things poorly because Trump was the biggest pusher of the COVID conspiracy. And then a Democrat gets voted in when it's time for drug addict dad to fuck everything up. Your drunk drug addict dad, that's what Republicans are. And then your fucking stressed out fucking mom working 2 goddamn jobs to support their kids are the Democrats. And they're like, fuck, we have to fix everything. We can't make things better. We have to put things back where they were because drunk cocaine addict fucking dad that's chugging beers. And those two things are mixing and making them violently angry and destroying the country because Trump inflated the deficit before COVID by $350 billion a year. Obama cut the deficit in half. Trump inflated it pre-COVID. You have our drunk, cocaine-addled fucking fathers, deadbeat dads coming in, destroying the country, and then we're voting in a fucking Democrat because we all know, whether you want to say it or not, that Democrats are, right now, objectively the better party that's better for the economy and better for the American people, even with all their flaws. But whatever, dude.
Economy is fundamentally sound, and that if it were to be extended, it wouldn't really disrupt the U.S. economy very much at all. It would hurt consumers, and we'd have to think about, if that continued, what we would have to do about that. But that's like really the last of our concerns right now.
Consumers.
Oh, shit.
Consumers. That's what we are to these people.
That's
Just
brutal.
good little obedient bug people.
True.
Gonna go see a Marvel movie.
That's right.
Maybe buy a Labubu. Eat a little Dubai chocolate. We have no soul, no lives, no families to take care of. We are just consumed. And when we can't
She's saying things that disagree with you, bud. You're the one saying that these are okay, that it's okay the way that we're being treated. And she's like, no, it's not okay. What are you talking about? This guy looks like a fucking moron.
take care of those families. You know what their solution is? What's their solution? Take fewer trips to Starbucks.
Bro.
I'm so confused. You agree with these people.
That's brutal.
If I say what I am thinking, I will be banned off YouTube, so I will simply be silent. Gas
I don't what?
Relatable.
is gonna be like
I don't understand what's happening. Like everything that she says disagrees with Taku in every capacity, and then he goes, "Yeah, this is so true." And then he goes, "Actually, I disagree with everything you're saying. We should give Israel infinite money dollars." What the fuck is happening here? Dude, this is
$1
horrible.
billion. But that's
We chill the fuck out, please. Gas was like higher under. It was higher under Biden.
Bro, I don't know if you know. First of all, I don't even know if that's true, and I don't even care to fact check it because Biden inherited COVID. What are we talking about? It was a totally different situation. And then Russia attacked Ukraine, which caused problems because part of our oil comes from Russia. Trump couldn't stop that, by the way. So, and everything, the conflict did start under I think before Trump, actually, his first term. Anyway, there was a legitimate reason. What's Trump's reason? Because he wanted to attack Iran unjustifiably. Like I said, drunk fucking dad syndrome over here.
For like 4 years.
Well,
that it
4
is
years.
now during a war with Iran. Like, are we being serious, dude?
It's okay.
What?
Hey, guys.
Fuck.
Short-term pain, long-term gain.
This
Yeah,
is
when Biden left, it was lower than it is right now. That's all you really need to know.
a short-term disruption for the long-term gain.
Short-term pain for the long-term gain.
Short-term pain
I mean, this is a reasonable position, I guess, if it's true.
for long-term gain.
We're going to have some short-term pain.
What's the reasonable position? That we're gonna have short-term pain for long-term gain? And then you said, if it's true, you were just saying you believed it. I don't understand.
With long-term gain.
Short-term pay for a long-term gain.
Some short-term pain,
You guys sound like Nick Shirley.
yes, but we've got some long-term gain.
Short-term pain.
God, I fucking hate propaganda.
I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening. He says he hates propaganda. This is everything that you've been saying in this entire video is what they're saying. What's the propaganda? I don't understand. How do people like Nux Taku exist? You've been saying the whole time that this is you have a brainworm. I'm crashing out right now. You said the whole time, everything that they're saying, you're like, yes, we need to give Israel infinite dollars. We need to do this. I know that stuff's going to be, I'm a millionaire streamer. I know things are going to be worse financially for a while, but it'll be worth it in the end when we do magic fucking tricks on that dick in Iran. And now you're like, I hate propaganda. What are you talking about? You just said that you just said that they were being reasonable.
In for American consumers.
Short-term is highly outweighed of the long-term benefits.
Some short-term.
Can I hit you with the truth, Nuke? And this is going to be very real. At some point, if Iran is left alone, they will develop nukes. They will.
Oh, really? Do we know that? Really? Because our Pentagon said that they weren't. Okay.
Develop more ballistic missiles. They will actually become powerful, as opposed to now, where they are weak.
You just said this was propaganda. I don't understand.
Fuck, which is why we're killing them now. The reality is, the moment that happens, the moment that they actually become a threat and they actually have firepower, the Strait of Hormuz, which is the reason why this is all the oil prices and gas prices are going up, is because the Strait of Hormuz is being, basically they're blocking it off with mines and shit.
Yes, because that's their territory. Yes, that's how these things work.
Would be absolutely under their control to blackmail the entire world forever, and we would
What? They already have control of it.
not be able to do anything about it. The moment they get their hands on a nuke or a ballistic missile system that we're not able to combat against, they will have the entire world energy in the palm of their hands, and they are an actual.
The entire world's energy? You're saying that things are you are literally saying things are not that bad right now. With them shutting down the Strait of Hormuz, that's why things are even bad. But you're like, it's really not that bad right now. So then why do you think it would, like, what you're acting like it's the worst thing in the world, but you're saying it's not that bad. So what?
Actual apocalyptic terrorist radical Islamic regime that would do that, because their goal is annihilating us.
I love this take from people like this, because they're like, there's a radical Islamic regime going on right now, and they want their country to be dominant. They want women to be oppressed. They want to lower the age of consent. They want all the things I want, but they have a different God, so it's scary. You are the radical fucking agenda, dude. You are the radical agenda, and not the cool type of radical like the Ninja Turtles. Okay. You are the radical agenda that wants to destroy our fucking country and our way of life. You guys have to stop pretending otherwise. You're not any better than any of these fucking... You are a religious, like, fundamentalist fucking freak. What are you talking about? What?
So, yes, short-term pain means bumping the oil prices for a month, as opposed to long-term gain, which is the rest of the world and the rest of human history with a nuclear armed...
The rest of human history? It's that fucking... They're that much control, huh? Wow.
Iran that could forever blackmail us by shutting off the Strait of Hormuz without us being able to do anything about it, because the moment they get nukes, they become untouchable. So yes, this is very...
I'm surprised you're so afraid of the Strait of Hormuz. I would have thought you would have been more afraid of it if it was called the Gay of Hormuz, because you guys are terrified of fucking gay people.
reasonable, actually.
Pain for the long-term gain.
What in the NPCS is this?
I do agree, though, that I absolutely fucking hate the mainstream media repeating the same NPC talking points again and again.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'm just gonna go to the bathroom. I'm gonna take a piss. I'm gonna go piss out my worries because you agree with all these talking points that you are calling NPC. So
it is your
I'm back.
patriotic American duty to unplug the TVs in your parents' and grandparents' house right now.
True. You see, I don't want our money getting funded to go to these news corporations.
Destroy their
Okay, well they don't, so that's good.
satellite dishes. Log them out of Facebook. It is.
I'm gonna start underreacting because if I keep reacting normally, I'm gonna start overreacting because this is fucking insane.
Up to us to stop the boomers from sending the Zoomers to another war in the Middle East. The amount of people who were
You do realize more people were killed in Chicago over the last 2 weeks than by Iran.
Well, you just said Iran was really bad.
Like, you realize that, right?
anti-regime.
Oh, I don't know what that means. I don't understand what this means. There were 32 shootings last week, I believe, which is a surge. Didn't Iran kill like 5,000 or 7,000 of their own people? Okay. You're so true, King.
Regime change war like
this whole narrative, we're sending our sons and daughters to die for Israel, is like insane levels of cope.
Thursday.
Okay. And Rob Schneider said that we should do it.
Who have completely 180'd is.
How is it cope? They're talking about how the automatic. Literally this administration is talking about how they're going to, forcefully register everybody for the draft instead of you instead of you having to register yourself, which means that they're prepping to potentially go to war. What
is fucking insane? I literally have.
Why don't you guys? Hey, listen, I'll agree to the draft when you send ICE in first. When you send in ICE first, I'll be like, you know what? Let's hit the draft.
No theory of mind for being that hyper partisan brained. Like a lot of these people are just like totally for this now because it's Trump doing it. Some of you.
No, I'm totally for this because we're not having boots on the ground on a 10-year-long excursion into the Middle East where we lose thousands of people.
What are you talking about?
Totally for this because we're obliterating an actual threat to us with taking. Obviously it's a war and people die and it's a tragedy. But with taking as
sounds like you don't actually think that.
Minimal risk as we possibly can. Because every day we would have waited would have made Iran stronger and a bigger threat to deal with later, and we would have inevitably had to fight them. So I think fighting them when they're at their weakest is based as fuck. Sorry.
So they are. So it's a really tough sell when every other sentence is just a whole brand new narrative. Oh, they're a threat. We have to go after them. Blah blah blah. They're doing all these things. Oh, but they're actually the weakest they've ever been. So we don't have to go after. That's how you sound. You realize that, right? Like you sound. That's how you sound. You don't make any sense.
You are cattle. Some of you are weak. You are submissive and breedable. The only politician I simp for is Huey Long, and that's because he's dead and can't disappoint me. The worst part about this whole war thing is not the death and destruction and possible economic collapse and nuclear fallout, but the fact that it's...
I'm pretty sure Nux pre-watched this. I'm pretty sure like people like Nux and Asmongold, they get offline and they pre-watch videos and then they start giving commentary and they prep all their like dumbass fucking like, liar talking points.
It's good for the Democrats. They will probably win midterms, and if things get worse, they will probably win 2028 too. Without learning any lesson, without changing at all.
Their entire policy is import the third world into our country and steal votes to win elections. So
That's crazy, man. Because I love this argument for a few reasons. One, it's obviously not true. Two, it ignores the fact that MAGA is literal dog shit, and Trump could only beat 2 women and lost to a senile old man. Trump is terrible. We just had women up against him. It doesn't matter how effective they were. People were always going to vote against them. It doesn't matter. Not that they were amazing, but let's be fucking real. But I mean, my favorite thing with this whole talking point is that like there's this idea that like if only we got more immigrants from other first world countries, they would totally vote Republican and they would totally vote for the fucking insane pedophile regime that's been destroying our economy and doesn't want any affordable healthcare or housing. Yes, the people from fucking Denmark and England and all these countries with robust healthcare systems that are making their country happier than ours, they would definitely come here and vote for fucking no healthcare whatsoever. Yes, of course, the third world. It's the third world. Oh, here's the reality. These third world countries that you sit here and talk about how much you hate them have the same values as you. They're regressive when it comes to women, children, LGBTQ people. That's what you are. You are the pedophile guy. You guys want our pedophile in chief who won't release the Epstein client list to be literal emperor king of the country. And you're like, I don't like these third worlders. They're so regressive. What's the regression that they engage in? What's one regressive thing? That they're brown and they call their god Allah? It's the same fucking thing, bud. It's the same thing. You want to give infinite money to Israel. What are you talking about? You guys are the same. What are you saying? It doesn't make any fucking sense. It's insane. Whatever.
No, I feel like they haven't learned anything.
Will literally run on.
Well, considering Democrats are always better for the country in recent history, it doesn't really learn what? Learn how to look less gay? That's it. Democrats lost because they looked gay. That's it. There's nothing there except, hey, they look gay. Oh, they look kind of gay with some of the things that they're saying. Oh, fuck. Vote them out. That is the level of intelligence from these people. Oh, they look gay. Oh, I'm saying.
Orange man bad. And win. I am tired of politics. I am tired of voting. Take away the 19th Amendment. I don't want it. I don't want it. You can...
Oh, so based. Here we go. Is that what you're going to say next?
God. Every time I think Shoe0nHead lost me, he pulls me back in.
This guy's a creep. This guy would definitely... Let's see. I don't think he would ever assault somebody, but if he was in the same room with her, he would totally sit next to her and be way too close and like touch her leg with his leg constantly. Like he would be a super fucking creep. I'm very confident in that. Like Nux Taku is the kind of guy who's like way too pushy and a fucking freak and doesn't really value your boundaries at all. That's the energy that I'm getting. Right? As opposed to his friend Hector, who will just rape her, right? Because he, you know, that's what the court says. So, I guess, hey, similar friends there, huh, guys?
Every time I feel like she went too far, oh, it just brings me right back in.
Men can have it. The men can deal with it. I'm done.
So
I'm
real.
tired of voting
She's so real.
for pee-pee or poo-poo and always getting diarrhea.
That's what I hate about Shoe0nHead. She's such a fucking coward. The Democrats and Republicans are the same. No, they're just not. I don't know what else to tell you. Democrats have been better, hand over fucking foot. What are you talking about? You're just saying words to try to seem like a cool both sides girl. We get it. You really want that attention from fucking people on the right. Like, good for you, I guess.
Done.
Ooh,
The end.
a
End of
wordsmith.
Wordsmith.
A modern Shakespeare.
Sorry.
No, what she's saying is fucking dumb. Well, okay.
Mommy's not mad. She's just disappointed. Anyway, like I said, there are many...
It's always so funny to me when, like, the MAGA crew, and, like, she's not really the MAGA crew. She's, like, the sit on both sides because she's a coward crew. But Nux is like, yeah, true, both sides are bad, both sides are bad. I love Trump. Give Israel billions of dollars, infinite, blank checks to Israel. I hate both sides. Give every bit of money to Israel right fucking now, dude. Both sides are bad. Please attack Iran indiscriminately for no reason. Both sides are bad. But by the way, I love one of the sides but both sides are really bad. What are you doing? What are you doing, bro? She's married, bro. So stop hitting on her. What are you doing? What are you guys saying? These guys are freaks. They're like legitimate freaks. They're fucking out of control.
Stated reasons behind this war. One of the things people blame this war on a lot is Israel. Many people believe that Iran was not an immediate threat to us, and
that's because the Pentagon said that. Yes, they weren't an immediate threat to us.
We're a threat to us.
They weren't.
I love how people like throw in the word immediate because everyone knows that Iran at some point would be a threat to us.
Yes, we understand that. That doesn't change a single thing what you're saying, and it doesn't make you look intelligent. We are also a threat to other countries. You understand that, right? Other countries who want to have their own agency and autonomy. Like, how many other countries do we have full control of their resources? We're a threat to them. Yeah, man. We're a threat to other countries too, right? The way that you achieve peace, well, is by not destroying your relations with your own allies like Trump, but is by slowly trying to get things back in order into a reasonable spot with people who are considered your enemies. You know? So, okay. They're not an immediate threat, right? We have different interests. It doesn't make them bad, right? Like, they have the interest in owning their own resources. We have an interest in not letting them do that. We know that, but that's why these things are difficult. You don't just be like, oh, well, unintelligent take time. But these things are much more delicate and nuanced.
So they always throw in imminent, or they weren't an imminent threat. They weren't an immediate threat. They throw that word in to derail the conversation. First of all, they had weapons that could target our bases throughout the Middle East. Why are our bases there all together? Valid question. We're not getting into that now. So whether
we put bases where we think that they have strategic military positioning, and they were not a threat to us, and there was no indication they were going to do anything to us.
They are imminent or not, I don't even care. My position was never that they were an imminent threat. I don't
even care.
Actually give a fuck if they're an imminent threat. I think they're an inevitable threat, so we should deal with them while they're weak. That's my position.
It doesn't matter how much of a threat they are. He will always say, no, we should have attacked them because they're brown. Like, that's literally his entire take, basically. They're brown and their god has a different name than mine. That's it. Like, that's the level of intelligence you get out of a Taku video.
This is just another conflict that Israel is dragging us into.
What do you mean another conflict that Israel dragged us into? What other conflict did Israel drag us into?
I don't know, Israel-Palestine? Then them attacking, like, fucking open-air prison, killing Palestinian people? I don't know. Like, what? Like occupying the West Bank illegally? I don't know. What are you talking about? Right? Didn't, like, some of their soldiers, like, rape Palestinian prisoners? Like, what? We're drawn into that conflict. What are you talking about? You agree with us being drawn into that conflict? What?
These are very, very popular talking points that are unsubstantiated.
Unsubstantiated. By the way, guys, he hasn't shown a single stat. She's been putting things on the screen to support her perspective. He is just saying, no, 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 no. I love Trump. He's my dad.
Because what people forget is that Israel lobbied us against going to war in Iraq.
What does that have to do with it? What does Iraq have to do with anything? I'm confused.
The Iraq war happened because the CIA and the MI6...
Oh, he's dumb. All right, he thinks that it has to do with Iraq. We're not talking about Iraq at all, so what you're saying doesn't matter.
Decided that Iraq had weapons of mass destruction, and they had eyewitnesses, which were...
Crazies. This has nothing to do with anything that she's saying.
Arabs from Iraq that told them this.
Crazy.
All right, this is that's why they went to war. Israel was against war in Iraq. And
this has nothing to do with anything that's being said. I think that he just has a comprehension problem.
Even at the time said, whoa, 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 we should not be going to war in Iraq. It'll destabilize the region. We should go to war with Iran. They're the actual threats. They were right. Israel was actually right about that. The reality is, Israel was against the war in Iraq. No. So what is this another war narrative?
Making us fight their war.
She didn't say conflict. She said war. I think she said conflict instead of war, but either way, we know what she's talking about.
For them. Because of this and everything that's happened
it's not for them. Israel's quite literally fighting alongside us there.
Gaza, Israel's PR
Wow, he just had to wait 2 seconds and he would have realized what she was talking about.
Is in the toilet. Polls are showing Israel is becoming extremely unpopular, especially with young people. It's getting so bad.
Whoa, killing people's bad? Says the young people? What the fuck? Why would they say that? Oh, fuck. Oh, my mom's balls.
That the Israeli government literally had to pay internet influencers to say good things about them.
Damn.
Damn. Nux is probably upset that he didn't get that fucking bag. He's just doing it for free.
I'm not kidding. This is a real thing that happened. It was filed with the U.S.
This is insane.
We gotta get Israel to start paying me. I'm just saying. Once I'm getting attacked from all sides.
Don't you already have, like, birthright citizenship to Israel? What the fuck?
Saying killing terrorists is a good thing, actually. I should totally get paid for it.
Department of Justice.
Instead, I could just get demonetized videos for calling the leader of England a faggot.
Wow. I truly don't understand, why is that language even allowed on this platform? Like, why not just ban this guy and demonetize his entire channel for saying stuff like that? He's already saying insane conspiracy theories and calling, like, Muslim people all, like, evil. So why the like, I don't understand. Okay, we're in an interesting time. We're in an interesting time here. But okay, cool.
Paid a bunch of YouTubers, TikTokers, Twitter personalities.
It should be illegal, by the way. It should totally be illegal for foreign. I think it is actually illegal for foreign governments to pay people to basically lobby for them, and they're sponsored and they don't disclose it. That should totally be illegal.
Well, they did disclose it. They were all got together and did a photo op with Netanyahu. What are you talking about? What is he saying? He's just, like, talking out of his ass.
To run defense for them last year, and they are most likely still doing that today. Imagine losing the internet PR war to 20-year-olds with anime avatars making TikTok edits of Jeffrey Epstein and Agartha.
True.
And listen, I know many people are tired of everybody blaming Israel for everything. Like, oh, I stubbed my toe this morning.
Please, they've been doing that for a long time. Yeah,
what voice was that?
What are you talking about?
Morning, it was Israel.
Look, man, the moment Israel killed Charlie Kirk became a public narrative, I was just like, yeah, all right. Yeah, all right. People just
I don't know what that means.
Believe anything.
Associate criticism of
right, Candace Owens said that. Yeah.
Israel with people like Hassan Piker.
And it's so sad because there really is valid criticism of Israel. Like the whole idea.
Oh, really? Like what? You've been sitting here saying we should write them blank checks. What are you talking about?
Of funding foreign influencers to propaganda shit and trying to silence free speech and stuff, because Israel would totally do that if they could. I think that's totally valid criticism of Israel.
They would do it if they could? Okay, interesting.
I think that's completely unacceptable. I also don't want to be funded.
Didn't we have, like, a huge issue as a country when it came to, like, not wanting China to control the narrative around TikTok because they might be because they didn't want, like, pro-Palestinian sentiment on social media? What are you saying? What are you saying?
Funding them every year, giving them billions of dollars. I don't like foreign funding in general. So there really is valid criticism, and
you just okay. I mean, we all just heard him talk about how we should write a blank check to Israel, right? We all heard that. Is this what's happening now?
A lot of that just ends up into like this infinite slop of Israel gets us into infinite wars, and yeah, we know Hassan Piker supports the terrorists that want to genocide the Jews. We get it.
Or Candace Owens. They are just tired.
Yeah, Israel killed Charlie Kirk. Yeah, absolutely. That's
what the fuck are you talking about, man?
The Candace Owens train. Israel is working together with Sumerian time travelers to kill Charlie Kirk, and people were like, you know what? I don't know about the Sumerian time travelers, but she's onto something with Israel.
And I get it.
What the fuck are you talking?
Hopefully, I can bring some nuance
into
Israel killed. What is happening right?
Killed their number one supporter.
This discussion.
Right,
not everything is
go.
Israel.
What the hell are you like? Why are you going on about this over and over and over again?
Fault, but
that's ridiculous. We all know that's not true.
When it comes to the Middle East in particular, when it comes to American foreign policy, Israel is extremely relevant. This is a historical fact, and if we are going to be attached to the hip,
Israel has a powerful lobby. Not the most powerful lobby, but a powerful lobby for sure.
To this country.
And I don't think we should have any lobbying for foreign governments.
We should absolutely.
I just don't believe you. You're obviously just lying, right? Like we know that. We know he's just lying. You're just saying things. You obviously think that they should. You said before you want us to write a blank check for them.
Be allowed to talk about it without a bitch in our ear calling it anti-Semitism. It is 20.
True. I fucking hate that so much.
You've been doing that the whole time. What? You're the one who's doing that. You're the one calling it anti-Semitic. What is he talking about? What is this guy What is this guy saying?
I hate that so much.
What do you hate?
You see some guy, some Jewish dude crying about anti-Semitism when they're criticizing Israel. It is the most insufferable shit in the world.
You've been doing that the whole video. I'm so confused, bro. I don't understand what's happening right now. You've been doing that the whole video. This guy's a fucking clown.
It's like saying that crime statistics are racist. It's the crime statistics are racist equivalent for Jews, and it's so annoying whenever
What the fuck are you talking about, man? What the fuck are you talking about?
See it. Now, a lot of people that criticize Israel actually do want to kill all the Jews, all right? Like, Hassan Piker, the people that support the Islamic terror organizations, those guys actually want to kill Jews. And the waters get so muddied by all these, like, especially, like, the woke Jews, like the ADL and all these fucking, the Anti-Defamation League and AIPAC.
So that is literally the ADL. Why are you just making a distinguishing between the two of them? What?
Lying every 2 seconds about something else. It's, like, actually insufferable. It really is.
What?
I hate it.
26. We are done with the thought-terminating buzzwords. True. We are done with the ists and the isms.
This is insane to me because everything Nux is doing the hey, I'm Jewish thing. Oh fuck, I just fucked myself. What are you talking about? You're the one that's sitting here talking about everything that's being said is anti-Semitic.
These don't work anymore. It's not racist to criticize Black Lives Matter. It's not sexist to criticize feminism. It is not anti-Semitic to criticize a foreign country.
True.
And frankly, in my opinion, the worst thing you can do for Jewish people right now is conflate the nation of Israel with Jewish people as a whole. Like, what are you doing? Oh, you don't want the world to end in some kind of nuclear holocaust? What are you? An anti-Semite? It's like when there's legislation to...
No commentary on that, Nux? I wonder why. I wonder why there's not a whole lot of commentary on that. I think it might be because he actually thinks that. Like, I think he actually does conflate all of Israel with all of Jewish people, and he doesn't want to say it out loud.
Who give files the death penalty, and people come out like, this is transphobic. It's like...
What? Why are you laughing? The president probably raped a bunch of kids. Why are we talking about pedophiles? And why are we talking about pedophiles and trans people? When this is the most pedophile accepting regime ever. And rape. I don't know what's happening right now.
What do you mean by that? It's good to question mainstream narratives. That's why this entire channel was created in the first place. We are here to criticize the media and the government.
Well, you're here to mostly criticize people on the left and conflate them both as being bad when it's obvious that the right is worse. This video is nicely critical towards the right, but even this is it's a fucking weak tap, but it's better than nothing.
Look, I'm all for criticizing Israel when they deserve it. Absolutely. It's
just that he never believes they deserve it.
Actually, killing terrorists is awesome.
A government that has a history of lying to us, especially on topics like this. True. If you don't think that's totally valid and normal, and you think I'm an anti-Semite for this, well, I have been called racist.
Well, I don't care is the correct response. All right, if someone calls you, dude, I've been called an anti-Semite. Not even kidding. It's brutal out there, man. It's brutal. I feel bad.
What are you laughing at? I don't understand what's funny. Like, you're just so boring. Well, all your friends hate Jewish people. Like, even Rape Tone doesn't like Jewish people. Like, he talks about how they're like controlling the world. So maybe that's why they're saying that you're an anti-Semite. You're selling out your own people or something.
For the Goyim, I'm not gonna lie, the Goyim are suffering. The Goyim are struggling today. Oh my God, brutal. But no, but the issue is there obviously is a rising amount of anti-Semitism. You know, real anti-Semitism. You know, like they blew up a couple of private-owned Jewish ambulances in England. They murdered a couple of Jews in England, and they firebombed Jews in Colorado. They shot Jews in Washington, D.C. All right, Jews got stabbed in New York. All right, you got cars ramming into synagogues full of explosives in Michigan. Like, this happens every day all over the place. That's real anti-Semitism. And it gets watered down by the endless sludge of fake anti-Semitism, which is...
It's so funny to me because he won't shut the fuck up by talking about Hassan Parker. He's like, Hassan's bad, he's anti-Semitic, blah, 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 blah. But, like, this guy's friends with anti-Semitic people. He's, like, very close. He likes Nick Fuentes. He likes Tectone. He likes Asmongold. But he's like, Hassan is the biggest problem when it comes to anti-Semitism. I do think that Hassan is a little bit of an anti-Jew dog whistler. I'm not going to lie to you. But, like, you shouldn't care about that, Nux, because, like, you are signaling like you don't care. Like you are creating a nice, healthy, not really healthy, but nice, healthy space in your audience for people who don't like Jews. And then you're like, oh my God, Hassan is anti-Semitic. What's Nick Fuentes up to? I love that guy.
I actually disagree with the democratic country of Israel's election of Benjamin Netanyahu. That's not anti-Semitism.
Sexist, homophobic, trans...
Well, you think that what he did was fine, but like you support everything he's done. So what's your criticism?
...phobic for the past 15 years. Honestly, what is one more to add to the list? When this all initially popped off, one of my first tweets about this was this. Many people were confused as to exactly what I was talking about, so let me explain it simply. There are people...
What's the tweet? It's actually crazy. A bunch of people in our government don't read the Bible, so now we worship a foreign country that was something... Oh! I don't know. The Bible says you should love Israel, I think is what she's referring to.
Oh boy, are we getting into theology?
People in our government right now who believe in a biblical prophecy about Israel. Pete Hegseth, Lindsey Graham, Mike Pompeo, Ted Cruz, Mike Johnson, Mike Huckabee, and many, many others believe a massive war surrounding...
Those guys aren't Jews. Hold up. Oh my God, she's going to go on the evangelical Christian rant. That's brutal.
Okay.
In the Middle East will...
Well, a lot of evangelical Christians have a pretty heavy amount of influence in our country, so I don't understand what route are we taking? The normal one?
Bring Jesus Christ back. They want this. To them, this is the good ending. We'll all be saved. Great. Awesome. Unfortunately, many Americans and many people all around the world will die in a giant nuclear war. Not great.
Wait. Is that part of the prophecy? Hold up.
Bad, even. This particular religion...
She's not referring to the prophecy, and as if she cares about it or thinks it's true, so that doesn't matter.
...is called dispensationalism, a type of evangelical Christianity that became popular in the 20th century. That's right, today we are talking about the EQ, the evangelical question. Evangelicals are one of...
There's no way she's gonna make a whole video about Israel and not talk about the Jews. She actually might do it.
The largest...
I don't understand what that means.
...religious groups in America, and they are a huge...
What the fuck is he talking about?
...important...
And let me just say it, just from the get-go, evangelical Christians are fucking awesome. They're great people.
Yeah, because they support whatever your interests are.
I have not met a single evangelical Christian that I didn't like. They're all great people. I have to say, sorry to just stop you right there, but they're just like the nicest people out there. Obviously,
great. I guess it's because they support some of the most heinous shit. You know, what's funny is that their entire perspective is based on a magical apple curse. But okay,
there's a lot of really. I'm sure there are bad ones. There's bad people in every group. But I just had such a fantastic impression of evangelical Christians.
I mean, like, what else do we need to hear from this guy? He loves evangelical Christians. He wants to write blank checks to fucking Israel. I mean, this guy is obviously a fucking class act. I'm so surprised that the right accepts him as a fucking person. Like, this is insane to me. What the fuck?
Block. Important detail to remember. What you have to understand is evangelical Christianity is absolutely fucking obsessed with the end times. This isn't just like an offhand thing that...
I didn't know that. I know so many of them, but I didn't even know that they were, like, crazy. Like, what the fuck?
Here we go. We got a lore dive in here.
Mentioned in the Bible, and they bring up sometimes, no, this is like their whole fucking thing. It's like all their talks, their sermons, their books. Basically, they are extremely horny for the end of the world. And many of those people are in the president's ear right now.
Strike and strike
It's crazy because that's actually very similar to Taku, who's just very horny for lolicons.
and strike.
I think it's the biggest group of Christians in America, I'm pretty sure. Protestants. Look, man, I'm sorry.
What? Wait, Protestants aren't evangelicals. Like, all evangelicals are Protestant, but not all Protestants are evangelicals. Like squares and rectangles. You're just saying things. It's a minority group with too much power in the country.
I'm sorry. I'm trying my best here. I'm sure I'm going to get details wrong.
Strike and strike and strike and strike and strike. For angels are being released right now. Angels are being dispatched right now.
Listen, I don't know if this is an evangelical issue or if it's a woman problem, but...
Oh, that's Trump's spiritual advisor. That's the guy that you like a lot. The pedophile guy you love. That's his spiritual advisor. Just so we're clear on what you're saying.
I'm not going to finish this end.
Hamanda ata ata raka teda baka sanda ata ambo osa kata rite eke banda ata rike.
That schizo is Paula White Cain, Trump's current spiritual advisor.
Bro.
Bro, what?
Bro.
You love Donald Trump. You have to love her.
A woman? I'm sorry, that's not the criticism here.
Like most
Yeah, no, the criticism is his last spiritual advisor raped a kid and then got a couple months in jail for it.
evangelicals, she considers Israel her spiritual home, thinks Christians should be mandated to go to Israel in order to go to heaven, and believes that backing Israel is a biblical mandate. Now, what the f
These are all things that you believe in, Nux, so I don't really understand what your criticism is.
am I talking about? What do these people mean
All right,
by
let's go.
biblical mandate?
Whip out the book.
Well, thanks to the Scofield Bible, a version of the Bible that placed little, like, notes next to everything that explained the biblical text, evangelicals believe it is their duty to protect.
Pretty sure Scofield Bible, it's a translation of the Bible, and it has a couple of nuanced differences. Like,
I'm pretty sure this version of the Bible is just a different version of the Bible, and it has some different versions in this Bible. Great. Oh, that's amazing. Thank you for that commentary, Nux. That's fucking incredible. Like, I wouldn't have been able to put that together when she said it's a different version of the Bible. Thank you for telling me that. I really needed you to tell me that.
Like, I remember watching this whole video that was just completely debunked about how the Scofield Bible was Jewified and stuff, but that's not true. That's not true. It has definitely...
Well, you said it's not true, so I'll believe you, super honest guy.
Different emphases on things, but it was produced and made by Christians. It was not Jewified.
Protect Israel. You're probably thinking, like, okay, so what? Like,
what does that mean? Yeah, guys, the people who made the the second God of War, they made a remake to the first God of War. You'd never expect it. The fucking Old Testament is part of the fucking Bible. What are you talking about? You're just like saying things, dude. What are you saying?
Like, we have overlapping...
Yeah, it's not really like anything to do with Jewish people. It's like Jewish people are like half the Bible. Like, right? Even for fucking Christians. What are you talking about?
Interests with Israel. Who cares if these evangelicals want to protect Israel, right? Well, there's a little more to it.
All right, let's go.
Basically, the evangelical dispensationalist belief goes like this.
I'm ready.
Step 1. The Jewish people return to the land of Israel. Step 2. Israel becomes the main character in a massive war.
Wait, is this true? Is this actually true? Bro,
didn't you say that you were an expert on this Bible? Why were you asking us? Or you should be telling us, dude.
Literally, people in the comments need to help me with this one.
Step 3. Global destruction.
Why don't you just pause your fucking stream or your recording and read?
Called the tribulation occurs. Step 4. Armageddon happens. And step 5.
Whoa, almost as bad as Legmageddon.
Jesus Christ returns.
Okay, just to be clear, I don't know if that means they're trying to make Armageddon happen, or if that's just like an inevitable thing that happens according to this prophecy.
Wherever where I've been, but it's okay. I know Jesus is coming back. Jesus is coming back.
Behold,
Jesus,
the fruits of Martin
love Jesus.
Luther. To get my biases out of the way a little bit, I was born and raised Catholic. Baptized, communion, confirmation, catechism class for years, all that stuff. I stopped caring for a while. I had like a edgy atheist stage as a teenager. Then I was agnostic for a while, and then in 2020, when I moved back home during COVID,
I realized that I had to get back into religion because everybody was into it. And it's a community-based thing that becomes very easy to get into if everybody in my community is into it. Whoa, I'm sharding.
I returned to Catholicism. Needless to say, I am comfortable with identifying as Catholic again today.
Based,
Wow,
let's
cool.
go. Our people need to start going to make going to church. Based again, it needs
You don't go to church, so I don't know why you're telling us to go to church.
to happen. We got to bring people back to God. I think that's step one. Based, Shoe0nHead.
I don't talk about
Whoa, I bet he wishes her name was Shoe0nHead, because then she would be Jewish. That was the whole joke.
the shit because it's not relevant, but it's relevant here. I have many Protestant friends, a few are evangelical. This isn't to like hate on them, even though I'm going to be making jokes, but it's just to shine a light on a heavy bias some people in power may have towards the Middle East. If a bunch of Catholics were in power pushing for us to go to war for the Vatican or something, that would also be a conversation worth having.
Okay.
But that is not happening right now. And if you're wondering why Ted Cruz suddenly out of nowhere is sharing like 10,000 word AI slop Twitter essays about how Catholics are parasites, it's because he's butthurt that Catholics don't believe in the same doomsday prophecy about Israel as him and other...
Bro, did I just accidentally stumble into like Christian civil war? Look, man, I just want to talk about I just want to talk about killing ayatollahs, okay? Oh my god, I didn't even know like half of this was happening.
Evangelicals do. Catholics are not religiously obligated to support Israel. Same with...
From my understanding, look, man, I do my research and my lore dives. From my understanding...
You just said 2 seconds ago you had no idea about it, a cataclysmic event inside of your own fucking party, but okay.
Israel it's the name of a person that existed in the Bible, right? Whoa. Jacob, also named Israel, for wrestling with an angel and stuff like that.
And did he give the angel a fucking rock bottom or what?
And over time, eventually, the children of Israel inherited the land called Israel. Ultimately, it comes down to, after Jesus Christ, from what I understand, Israel then became a spiritual thing as opposed to the physical land. So from my understanding, according to Catholicism, Israel is just the church. And according to evangelical Christianity, Israel is still the land. The land is inherently holy. I'm probably wrong. That's my understanding of it.
Orthodox and...
I do my research. Here's an info dump. I'm probably wrong, though. Wow, impressive.
Honestly, most branches of Christianity, evangelical Protestants, on the other hand, don't know how to fucking read and think the modern state of Israel is the same Israel mentioned in the Bible.
Well, my understanding is it's the same land, literally. So if the land is inherently holy, it doesn't matter what name it has. That's why the Crusades went to go take the Holy Land. As far as I understand, the land remained holy. I don't think...
What about the land before time? Just curious about that one.
I think it has anything to do with the fact that it was a state established that has the name Israel. I could be wrong again, but that's my understanding of it.
This would be like the...
I like how he's like, oh, that's my understanding of it. I could be wrong, though. I don't really know. I'm not like Jewish or anything. He does this weird thing where he like disagrees with what she's saying, but that he's like too much of a coward to like truly disagree with it. So he's like, oh, well, but I don't really know. You know, like he won't put his like fucking finger down on it. It's fucking pathetic.
Fry cook at McDonald's being named Jesus and you falling to your knees and worshiping him as the savior.
Except that it was not the same guy, whereas this is literally the same land. Look, I'm trying my best here.
How do you know it's not the same guy? You don't really know anything about our religion, apparently.
And then blowing up the world for him.
I came into Congress 13 years ago with the stated intention of being the leading defender of Israel in the United States Senate.
Wow, Nux's favorite fucking guy.
No one should be in government.
You just said we should write them a blank check. Stop pretending you don't agree with him.
Stated goal being defending a foreign country, period. The number one goal of every single person in the government should be defending our country, period. The end. No caveats, no exceptions. You could like Israel, you could think that Israel's great and Israel's fighting our battles and Israel's our ally against radical Islam. You can believe whatever you want, all right? Okay. But the goal should be America, period.
Right. You agree with Ted Cruz, though, so I don't know why you're pretending you don't, but okay.
That goes for every country, all right? That's Ilhan Omar with Somalia, too. Same idea, unacceptable.
Worked every day to do that. Growing up in Sunday school, I was taught from the Bible Those who bless Israel will be blessed, and those who curse Israel will be cursed.
Will shart their pants, yeah.
Pretty sure it's those who bless, like the children of Abraham will be blessed. I think that's the actual actual verse.
Thanks for the
I don't
nuance,
think he
bud.
actually saying a real verse here, but yeah.
Where does my support
Guys, but I think, but I don't really know. Is that what you're going to say next? Or?
for Israel come from? Number one, because biblically we're commanded to support Israel. But number two,
Well, hold on.
I'm not holding on.
Hold on. You're a senator, and now you're throwing out theology, and I am a Christian, and I am allowed to weigh in on this. We are commanded as Christians to support the government of Israel?
We are commanded to support Israel.
To think all of this could have been avoided if we simply named Israel Sand, New Jersey.
Damn, that would be awesome. But again, not trying to be controversial or anything.
Not trying to be controversial. I'm just going to say things that are controversial in my sphere, and I'm going to say, but I don't know if that's true.
And I don't look. I'm not an evangelical Christian, so I'm not going to sit here and
This
make believe.
is the same version of like, oh, but I don't know if it's true.
Believe that I am fully understanding everything that's happening here. Ted Cruz never said that because the country was named Israel in 1948 that they're defending it. It's because this is literally the land that was Israel, quite literally, 2,000 years ago. It was called Israel.
Are you serious, dude? Holy fuck. Can you info dump to me about Lord of the Rings next, dude? I love fiction.
It's the same holy land.
I love it.
With the Jewish people in it, you know?
Dispensationalists
I don't think
take
it's
the
the
Bible
government.
extremely literally. They're basically like the autism of Christianity, which is why so many Protestant evangelicals in our government are Zionists. Now, let's discuss the word Zionist, because
All right,
I
let's
know
go.
that
I'm
word
ready.
like makes some of you cringe, and I
true.
don't blame you, because
It's true. So I'll actually, all right, dude, whatever. I'll tell you my personal thing after.
kind of
Okay.
just like
Can't wait.
thrown around so haphazardly today. It basically means nothing anymore. There are Zionists of all races and religions. Not all Jewish people are Zionists. Not all Zionists are Jewish. Most Zionists in our government are not Jewish. So don't let them ever guilt trip you into thinking you're anti-Semitic for criticizing people like Ted Cruz. Also, it's not anti-Semitic to criticize
Do you
the
think he actually cruises though? Think it's like a gay thing?
Jewish people in our government either. Like Randy Fine, bro is a freak. There is a reason the first time I shook
He was
Netanyahu's
freaky thick.
hand, I did not wash it until I could touch the heads of my children.
Wow. That's scary for them.
That's the worst tweet I've ever seen in my life. Randy Fine is based as fuck in domestic policy. He is a nightmare on foreign policy. All right, this dude,
I don't understand why you think that. Do you literally agree with everything he's saying? What?
I am not going to lie to you. I'm not going to lie to you. This dude made the tweet, if I had to choose between Muslims and dogs, I would pick dogs. Bro, dropped that tweet right after some Palestinian activist in New York was trying to ban dogs.
Why is that funny or interesting? I don't understand.
Dropped the nuclear take of immigration without assimilation is invasion.
Okay, but like all immigrants pretty much assimilate pretty quickly. Also, you are just, again, like you guys talk about assimilation. First of all, you're not even American. But second of all, like you are the ones that aren't assimilated. MAGA are the ones that haven't assimilated to our country. What are you talking about? They're the ones that are like anti-fucking immigration and like anti-fucking, rights for people. They don't even want to follow separation of church and state. What are you talking about?
Based as fuck. On domestic policy, he's fire. On foreign policy, nightmare shit.
Nightmare. I agree with all of his foreign policies, by the way, but he's a nightmare.
Oh, really? Crazy.
What the fuck? Anyway, contrary to popular belief.
See, but here's the thing. Netanyahu, look, whatever. No one cares about
He's actually not chocolate, like the regular Yahoo.
my personal biases. I'm not like a huge Netanyahu fan. I'm really not.
Oh, really?
In fact, as far as the government of Israel, I have a lot of feelings towards it. Some
Like what? You've agreed with everything they've done.
very negative.
Like what?
Way too socialist for my taste, for example. They still
What does that mean?
allow abortions. What are you doing? Although I definitely have that issue here as well.
That's your biggest disagreement with Israel? That they are pro-abortion? They're not radical enough. They're not radical enough for you. No, that okay, cool. I got that. Gotcha.
No, I don't think that the government of Israel is inherently holy or anything like that.
Yeah, they support abortion. I don't think they're amazing. I just support all the death part. I'm a real good guy.
Okay.
And criticizing it is completely and utterly valid.
Okay.
The issue with Zionism is that word has morphed so much over the years. Some people view Zionism as like some religious term that you view the actual government of Israel as holy, which I don't.
Nobody interprets it like that. What are you talking about? That's not even true at all. Zionism, so what Zionism actually is, there's two different interpretations generally. Interpretation number one is like, hey, Israel has the right to exist. That can make you, wow, be considered a Zionist. Okay, this seems like fucking my ass. You believe Israel has the right to exist. That can make you a Zionist. Or you could take it to like an extreme and say like, oh, I think that justifies trying to genocide everybody else, which is probably what Nux is, right? So, but it's not about the government being holy. What are you talking about?
I do, however, like the country of Israel. I do believe that the land is holy in some regard. I also recognize that it's a foreign country.
Sounds pretty regarded.
That we should not be giving our money to and not be going to war for.
Like what is this?
Which is why we should kill terrorists that have killed thousands of Americans.
And the American people are suffering. And now we're asking for $200 billion for war. $200 billion.
Yeah, you were talking about this before.
Notice nobody's.
Yeah, and
great. Let's go to war for Israel for $200 billion. Blank check, guys. I don't think we should be going to war for Israel. Great.
Which we don't. We do give our money, but we don't go to war for them.
Bro, you were just supporting it 2 seconds ago.
Zionism does not mean when you passively support Israel as a good ally to have in the Middle East.
But the thing is, Hassan Piker would say that passively.
Oh fuck, Hassan Parker
supporting Israel as a good ally to have is Zionism. That's the
cool. We're not talking about Hassan.
Issue. The issue is that word became so broad.
That is not what being a Zionist is. It's like a whole ideology. It's like a movement. Now, one of the major characters who believes.
You haven't explained any of yourself. Why don't you explain it?
Believes in this doomsday lore anime is Lindsey Graham. If you don't know who Lindsey Graham,
this dude
you love how he's like, explain it, guys, and then he wouldn't explain it himself. Isn't that crazy?
Wants to go to war every day. See, but the thing is, when it's a war I agree with, he's based. When it's a war I disagree with, I hate the guy. That's the issue, man.
Graham is, you've probably seen him on Fox News a few times. He's been on.
Dude, that dude's everywhere. Bro pops on Fox News. Ayatollah, we're gonna fucking kill you. And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, infinite war in Iraq. And I'm like, whoa, stop.
Every single night the past 3 weeks. To make it short, he is the senator of South Carolina, and he is a notorious neocon war hawk. He has never met a war he didn't like. He is basically the real-life version of the Holden Blood Feast meme. That is Lindsey Graham.
That's good.
So Lindsey...
Why is it good? You agree with Lindsey Graham? I don't understand.
The girl's name, by the way, believes that defending Israel is God's will and has said things like,
if America pulls the plug on Israel, God will pull the plug on us.
And I wouldn't blame anybody if they assume...
You agree with that, Nux. I don't know why you're wowing it.
He was the senator of Tel Aviv and not the senator of South Carolina. When his own state was hit with a massive...
Well, I think Tel Aviv is actually a pretty progressive area in Israel that disagrees with the government more heavily, so the joke falls a little flat there, unless I'm thinking of the wrong place.
Hurricane, bro said this.
God bless you, but look, I've been going all over South Carolina like most people. I hadn't slept much. But look what's going on in Israel. They're running out of ammunition in Israel. We have to help our friends.
Bro, the man even that's brutal. Oh my God. If I saw my senator say that, I would lose my mind.
You would obviously vote for him more. What are you talking about?
I would lose my mind.
Right, says he would support a foreign country over the citizens of America.
All the anti-Semites to all the isolationists, I don't believe... Forget it. I'm not with you. I'm with Israel. I will be with Israel to our dying day.
I love Israel. I love Israel.
The anti-Semites and the isolationists? The isolation...
I love this, oh my God, when you agree with everything Lindsey Graham is saying.
Saying you aren't with Americans.
The blank checks to Israel guy is sitting here and fucking oh my God, he supports Israel. That's just crazy.
And are with a foreign country is so fucking insane for a United States politician to say. How is this guy still in...
Did people think I was going to disagree with this video? I don't know.
You've disagreed with everything that she has said. And you still disagree with her now, but you're pretending that you don't.
Understand? I disagree with her take that we shouldn't kill Ayatollahs. I think that's awesome, actually. But did people think I was going to be super mad about this? I totally agree with her. Every single American politician should have Americans' interest #1, period. And they're really...
Period, sister. This is fucking insufferable. It's insufferable to watch him disagree with everything that she says and then pretend that he's on her side. It's very strange. Also, why the fuck is it such low quality? What the fuck was that? That's crazy.
Over the past...
Whoa!
Really shouldn't be a #2.
Like a poop?
And that's my opinion. Just like I think that Israel should absolutely do its absolute best to defend itself in any way. And I don't actually give a shit about what the UN tells Israel, just like I don't care what the UN tells us.
And that's you saying that we should give them infinite dollars. Okay.
I'm a very simple man. I'm a very, very simple man. I think
that is totally true, King.
that every single government's goal should be to protect its own country. So when England imports infinite Pakistanis, I think that that's fucking brutal to their own people, and it's traitorous.
Always just has to bring up fucking brown people and shit. God damn.
Office. This is like borderline treasonous.
Israel and the United States, you just wait to see what comes in the next 2 weeks.
Whoa,
The next 2 weeks meaning what?
We're going to blow the hell out of these people.
I'm sorry.
Whoa, they're gonna blow them?
Oh my
We're gonna what? It's not war if the balls don't touch. Okay, so Lindsey Graham and Ted Cruz are weird, American last freaks who believe this doomsday
I mean, I don't think that they're America last per se.
Why? You just said that they're prioritizing Israel when they're talking about like other states getting fucked in the ass by like different weather anomalies. What do you mean? You do think that? What?
I think that they believe that America is going to help in their, if you want to call it a doomsday prophecy. I don't know, man.
Hey, you certainly don't.
But the reality is, I think it's totally unacceptable for our politicians to talk like this.
Wow. Thanks, man. It's great commentary.
Who cares, right? There's a bunch of those guys. Like, who gives a fuck what they believe? Well, here's the issue. Ted Cruz and Lindsey Graham might be the little birdies in Trump's ear pushing us to do this war.
Oh,
I urged the president to launch this attack. As you noted, I was with him pretty much.
If you think Trump, the guy who ran on no new long wars, all right?
Oh, I didn't realize that he ran on no new long wars. Just short wars, I guess, right? What does that mean? No new long wars? Are you just making things up at this point? Are you just saying a thing? No new long wars. Okay. He definitely said no new long war. Got it. I must have missed that. Okay.
That guy, all right? If you think he was convinced by a couple of guys, you are retarded. That dude has all sorts of people in his ear, begging him to do all sorts of things.
Crazy.
That dude does things that he wants. He has been promising this war for 40 years.
Okay.
Donald Trump, for the last 40 years, constantly talking, Iran can have a nuclear weapon. He talks about it every single time he possibly can. Right?
Why did he pull out of the Iranian nuclear deal? It's crazy.
They tried to assassinate him twice. Trump wanted this war with Iran, and he's been saying it vocally for 40 years. Even when he was against the Iraq war, he said we need to blow up Iran. I'm not exaggerating.
Wow.
Entire
It's probably not true at all, but okay.
day on Friday before the attack launched on Saturday. Pretty much the whole time he was asking me what I thought we should do on Iran.
And Lindsey Graham apparently...
Trump asks everyone their opinion on everything. Bill Maher, notorious libtard anti-Trump guy, was asked his opinions by Trump on what Trump should do.
That's crazy. What's also crazy is that Bill Maher is he's just another both sides loser.
Right, so this is not indicative of anything.
He had direct contact with Netanyahu to help make the case on Iran.
Yeah?
Graham traveled several times to Israel in recent weeks, meeting with members of the country's intelligence agency. They'll tell me things our own government won't tell me, he said. He spoke with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, coaching him on how to lobby the president for action. Netanyahu showed the president intelligence that persuaded Trump to go ahead, Graham said. Ah yes, Netanyahu, someone we should definitely listen to when it comes to this subject.
Yeah,
there is no question
he is probably not biased at all
whatsoever that Saddam is seeking and is working and is advancing towards the development of nuclear weapons. No question.
Yep.
That Saddam...
What? Yup.
Not biased at all.
Whatsoever. That Saddam is seeking and is working...
Said. Ah yes, Netanyahu, someone we should definitely listen to when it comes to this subject.
Yeah,
there is no question...
He is probably not biased at all.
Whatsoever. That Saddam is seeking and is working and is advancing towards the development of nuclear weapons. No question.
Yep.
That Saddam is seeking...
You agree with him?
And is working and is advancing towards the development of nuclear weapons.
I love how he's like, I never wanted to go into Iran. I thought it was a terrible idea from the start. But he loves Israel. His biggest complaint about Israel is that they allow abortions. And probably the age of consent's too high for him. I don't really know. But he's sitting here and he's like, this maybe is bad. I don't really know. You were saying that you thought that the Iraq war was bad. Is he not talking about Iraq or Iran? Oh, he might be talking about Iran. Maybe that looks stupid here.
Only listen to when it comes to this subject.
Yeah,
there is no question...
He is probably not biased at all.
Whatsoever. That Saddam is seeking and is working and is advancing towards the development of nuclear weapons. No question.
He's an Iraq politician, so he's talking about Iraq. Yeah. Why are you agreeing with Netanyahu, Nux?
Yeah, so this interview with Bibi specifically, I'm having technical issues on my side. This interview with Bibi specifically
Oh, that's really really convenient for you.
Was after the United States already decided to go to war with Iraq. This is confirmed, all right? If you look at the actual timeline of when Bibi went there to talk about
What does that have to do with anything? He's supporting the war in Iraq.
that. Actively, it is public knowledge that the Israel lobbied us against going to this war, right?
He's saying that we should go to the war, though. I don't understand what you're saying.
Israel warned us against the Iraq invasion, U.S. official says.
Wow, Israel warned us against Iraq invasion. Chief of Staff and former Secretary of State reveals that some large number of senior Israeli officials warned the Bush administration that invasion of Iraq would be destabilizing to the region. The Israelis were telling Iraq is not the enemy. Okay. And yet the president, like the leader of their country, was like, no, we should do it. What you're saying doesn't matter. Some people behind the scenes were like, that's not a good idea, but then publicly they were supporting it. What are you talking about?
Chief of Staff, former Secretary of State reveals that a large number of senior Israeli officials warned Bush administration the invasion of Iraq would be destabilizing to the region. The Israelis were telling us Iraq is not the enemy, Iran is the enemy. The reality is, after it was decided that we were going to war based on British and American intelligence, okay, Israel talked about what they knew and gave us all of the intelligence.
He's conflating some Israeli officials to like an actual like meaningful movement here. It's not. What?
That they actually had in the region. That is not the same thing. Happening? God, this narrative of Israel just going to draw us into another war is based on absolutely fucking nothing. And it's so frustrating because you could absolutely criticize Israel. Maybe focus on criticizing Israel for things that it actually did do.
I literally warned about this happened like months ago. I literally warned the administration, keep away from Lindsey Graham. Trump, listen to me. Wait, Trump doesn't watch this shit. Vance, listen to me. Get people like Lindsey Graham far away from anyone in power right now. This little Venezuela stunt was cute, but we are not touching any other country. We're not touching the Middle East, especially. No more Middle East. We all...
Bro, Trump has literally lobbied on Iran is not getting a nuclear weapon. It's like the thing he keeps saying all the time. It's one of his favorite lines. One of his favorite lines is Iran can't have a nuclear weapon. He's been saying this for 40 years.
Lines. It's a good way to describe it. It's just a line. It's a talking point.
All have Middle East fatigue. I just need to say, I don't like being correct about this stuff. I would rather be wrong. I would love nothing
I like being correct
more than to be
be crazy if you actually were once.
Wrong about everything. If we don't put boots on the ground, if we don't create a new forever war, that would be the best thing ever. You can
totally agree. Literally.
But don't worry, it's not going to be a forever war. It'll just last for like 6 hours, you know?
That's what I've been saying the entire time.
What's happening?
And you know
Why
what?
can't I say
I wager we won't. I wager this will not be a forever war.
Come back to this video and say, na boo boo, you were wrong. And
holy shit, this is going to be the telltale moment. Am I right? It's not going to happen. It's not going to be a forever war. Or is she right?
Dude, it literally cannot be a forever war. Like, it's impossible for a war to last forever. So when you say these things like, oh, am I going to be right? It's not going to be a forever war. We know when somebody says a forever war, they don't actually mean it'll last forever. They mean it'll last a long time. That's what they mean, and you know that. Well, maybe you don't. Maybe you're actually fucking stupid. I don't really. You are fucking stupid. But so, what are you saying?
You're right. It will be boots on the ground. It will be a forever war. Ultimately, this is what it comes down to. Was I right or was she right? And whatever ends up happening will totally vindicate one of us.
I would be like, hell yeah, fantastic. That would be wonderful. I will personally.
Also, doesn't vindicate anything. If Trump wants to go into like in a conflict with Iran and he sees the public support is dwindling, he's going to change his mind just because he knows he's getting fucked in the ass. So it doesn't change anything. Like, her sentiment in general could potentially be one of the things that's stopping a fucking thing from happening. So what are you talking about?
Write a handwritten letter apologizing to Cat Turd for not trusting the plan. I don't know what the is going to happen. All I know is I saw a commercial for the military with white men in it.
Whoa.
So, not a good sign. And right now, as I am making this video, our good friend Lindsey Graham is talking about putting boots on the ground.
Here's what I tell
dude, this guy, he's a war guy.
President Trump, keep it up for a few more weeks. Take Carg Island, where all of the resources they have to produce oil. Control that island. Let this regime die on a vine.
Is this going to, though, take Carg Island? Is it going to involve U.S. troops on the ground?
We did Iwo Jima. We can do this.
We did Iwo Jima. We can do this.
Bro.
What the f? For those unaware.
Okay, see, that's what I'm talking about. When Lindsey Graham just loves war. He loves war. He's like,
you didn't know any of this until she brought it up. Why are you saying this is what you've been talking about? It doesn't make any sense to me.
Like the fucking, he's like the Helsing villain.
Iwo Jima was one of the most brutal battles of World War II. About as many Americans died in that battle than all of the Iraq and Afghanistan war combined. This guy's a f***ing freak, dude. Also, who the f*** is we? We? You enlisting Lindsey Graham? Bitch.
But we have the best chance in 2,000 years when Iran is neutralized.
I'm sorry, I thought this war started in 1979 when the Iranian Revolution overthrew the puppet government we installed in the 1950s. But I guess I was wrong. This war actually started 2,000 years ago.
Hey man, Lindsey Graham, bro. I've been saying this the entire time. When he says a thing like that,
what? You didn't even know who Lindsey Graham was before this video. What are you talking about?
I agree with. It's awesome. But for the most part, he just loves war.
That's right, it's not about weapons of mass destruction. It's not about bringing democracy to Iran. Turns out we're fighting an ancient desert war. Exactly what MAGA voted for. Another factor that is relevant.
That is true. That's what you guys voted for.
Lindsey Graham, a lot of people forget this, is not actually the president of the United States.
Whoa.
Right? People keep forgetting this because you heard one guy say one thing and all of a sudden you think that's all the things. It's not all the things. Lindsey Graham is not the president of the United States. I did not vote for Lindsey Graham. I voted for Donald Trump, and I respect...
I'm pretty sure you're not an American citizen, so I don't know how the fuck you voted. Like, this guy's like a fucking... This guy's from fucking Canada and Israel. Maybe he also has American citizenship. Okay, cool.
And expect this to be a side quest, a short excursion, not a forever war, blow up the regime, kill the fucking bad guys that have been trying to kill us for 47
years. Everything will be perfect and better, yeah.
I think that's awesome.
To these war
and you're not going to convince me that it's bad because Lindsey Graham is retarded.
Banging on the war drum is, of course, money. Ted Cruz and Lindsey Graham receive a ton of money.
Oh boy, the AIPAC diatribe.
Uh-oh, AIPAC, dude. Oh, Nux wishes he got money from them.
Go, I'm ready.
From AIPAC. Many politicians in our government are paid by AIPAC. Democrat and Republican.
All right, let's go. Break us down. Break down the AIPAC drama.
Which is why you probably don't see a ton of anti-Iran war stuff coming from even the Democrats.
Yes, you do. Literally every single day, all the time. What are you talking about?
What?
When they would usually jump on literally anything.
They've been jumping. CNN is talking about how we're losing the war in Iran, all right?
Because we are, yeah.
They have people on foot in Iran looking and touring their bases where they're giving Iran state propaganda. What are you even talking about?
We are losing the war. What are you talking about? That's why Trump announced that we won, even though we got literally nothing out of it, because he knows he looks bad.
Make Orange Man look bad. The only thing Democrats and Republicans can agree on is protecting pedophiles and war.
I don't understand why he keeps saying Democrat and Republicans. Trump is the only one that's hiding it. But again, we got to both sides everything, I guess. So got to do like a whole both sides thing, even though it is very clearly Republicans that love pedophilia right now.
Right. AIPAC stands for the American Israel Public Affairs Committee. Now, you might sometimes see people bring up like AIPAC money, like, oh, this guy takes AIPAC money. And maybe some of you don't really understand like why that's a big deal.
Oh, I'm so excited for her to break this down. Hell yeah.
So I'm going to explain it in...
He's excited to disagree with her because he loves Israel.
I'm gonna make my stance clear. I don't like AIPAC. I think AIPAC promotes a lot of things that I don't actually like so much. You see,
like what, abortions? Like, what are you talking about?
I do like Israel. I think they're a fantastic ally, all in all, things said. I do think they have issues like everyone else. I think they're a foreign country. I am against all lobbying for foreign interests. I think all lobbying in America should solely be for America. Now, I'm going to hit you with a couple of factoids that you're probably not going to know before. So I'm just going to preface with this. Did you know that AIPAC is not the only American-Israel PAC out there that's specifically about a foreign country? Did you know that Indians have their own version of AIPAC? So do Greeks, so do Armenians, and so do Ukrainians. They all have their own lobbying groups lobbying for their countries, their foreign countries. All right.
What does that matter? Why does that matter? Yes, every country has a lobby group in America. AIPAC just seems to be the strongest. They're getting us into wars.
I am against all of them. Did you know that AIPAC spent $100 million on elections in 2024? Did you know that in that same year where AIPAC spent $100 million, China spent $500 million, Japan spent $400 million, Pharma spent $400 million, Qatar spent $250 million, Saudi Arabia spent $350 million, AIPAC spent $100 million. So
cool. What does this have to do with anything?
Reality,
we're like in the pocket of Israel right now.
Is very, very simple. AIPAC is not even close to the biggest lobbying group in the country. It's not even remotely close to the only lobbying for foreign governments from within our country. And it's not the deciding factor on politics. It's not the giant money wheel in the government. Not even close. But you know, anyway, so just saying, I don't like AIPAC. They're also not Satan.
In a nuanced way you can hopefully understand. The reason why people don't like big money being involved in politics in general is because it can literally purchase the way a politician will govern.
Totally agree.
For example, if a billionaire CEO of a health insurance company donates to a politician.
Totally agree. That's why I think Big Pharma giving money to Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren is...
Big Pharma didn't give money to Bernie Sanders at all. You're just lying. I'm so tired of this talking point. If people give a donation that's higher than like $200, they have to report like where they work. So it was like lower level employees that worked in different pharmaceutical companies gave money to Bernie Sanders and donated. It was not a single dollar of it actually came from any institution, we'll say, like any healthcare institution. But okay, if you want to lie, I guess you can. It's your fucking prerogative.
Is diabolical, because of course they're going to promote all of this infinite healthcare bullshit. You know, when Big Pharma funnels money to you, they're going to ban cheap alternatives to drugs. Duh.
You can bet that politician is probably not going to advocate for things like socialized healthcare or anything like that. And if a candidate takes a lot of money from something like AIPAC, that is a sign they will probably have a heavy bias toward war in the Middle East. That's why people prefer when a candidate only takes like small donations from voters. There's no...
I totally agree with her. The issue is, in my...
Like Bernie Sanders? Okay.
Opinion, it's that there's so much foreign lobbying. Like, I'll give you an example. One of the major Republicans against Israel is Thomas Massie. Thomas Massie's biggest donors are all Muslim. Coincidence? You know, so once you...
What the fuck are you talking about, dude? Always gotta bring up fucking Muslims, I guess.
Greg Abbott, all right, he's a Republican governor of Texas. That guy, suspiciously, oversaw the building of Sharia law cities and hundreds of mosques. Well, when you look at his donors, all of his biggest donors are Pakistani Muslims. You know,
crazy. I don't know if this is true. I really don't care, but I'm going to guarantee if there's any level of truth to it, it's just that like he has a lot of fucking Muslim people in his area, and they want to have like fucking temples. Who cares, dude? Who gives a shit if they want to have a fucking temple or a mosque or whatever?
So once you actually follow the money, everything becomes complicated. I am against all of it. All of it.
All of what?
AIPAC isn't some big boogeyman like these other people aren't. It's just the most obvious target of criticism.
Corporations, billionaires, or foreign governments.
Yeah, she's right.
Pulling the strings
I agree
there.
with her.
Like how I take money from you, the people.
Keep donating to me, and my opinions will not change at all. Appreciate it. Thank you for being here. My opinions are not bought. As proof, I got a video removed.
Okay, if you say so.
For calling Keir Starmer a faggot.
I'm funded.
Well, I guess that's another censor. I don't understand what that means. Hey, I'm not bought by anybody. I just hate gay people. Like, okay. How does that doesn't really? I'm just so curious. I don't really understand what that means. Okay, I guess I'm fucking cucked here. Okay.
Directly by Big Sim.
That's right.
Some politicians get paid a lot by AIPAC, and some politicians sell out for the price of a Big Mac and fries.
That's crazy.
Yikes. Weird fact, one of the top donors to
Oh, was it? Thanks.
AIPAC was actually the creator of OnlyFans who died recently.
Yeah.
He gave like millions of dollars to AIPAC. And AIPAC gives millions of dollars to the people in Congress. So in a weird way, our government was partially funded by OnlyFans whores.
Shit.
Whoa, taxes too.
That's true.
Checks out. But you gotta understand,
I believe it.
A lot of these guys would do it for free. Hypothetical. One country must no longer exist. A, the United States. B, Israel. Choose. Read Revelations and report back.
Deport him! Deport him! Why is he here? No! No, that's a nightmare, bro.
When people talk about the separation of church and state, this is the shit they're talking about.
No, it's not.
What the f?
Yes, it is. It's part of it. What are you talking about? Okay.
Like, what do you mean there's an American politician saying he would rather the nation he allegedly serves be destroyed over evangelical Wakanda?
Crazy.
Get this guy out of here!
You like how she's like, oh, separation of church and state is good, and he's like, no, it's not. No, it's not. That was basically what he was saying there.
I actually responded to this guy, and we had a little Twitter fight, and he just told me to read the Bible.
Oh, that's nice.
There are people in charge of
that's
our country
brutal.
right now who believe we have to go to war for a biblical prophecy. That is a giant, major conflict of interest. We need to be asking people like Ted Cruz and
Is it though? I love when libtards hit you with this one. Now I'm not gonna lie. I am not an evangelical Christian, just to be clear.
But you seem to love them a lot.
Let me ask you a question. Why is it totally valid for politicians to decide to come into power because they get voted in and then they decide they want abortions all over the place? All right?
What the fuck are you talking about abortions? What is this guy talking about abortions? It's like the biggest virtue signal. Every single time someone's like, hey, we shouldn't give infinite money to Israel, he's like, yeah, but what about abortions? What the fuck are you talking about abortion for?
Now we have 1/3 of our generation deleted before they're even born.
What?
And we have a Holocaust every single year of 1 million babies murdered through abortion. All right?
Hell of a virtue signal. Hell of a virtue signal, bud.
As a hypothetical, that is totally fine because that's their political opinion.
yes.
And that political opinion is influenced and based on their code of ethics,
You
which
said
in
it's
my
based?
opinion doesn't actually exist. I think they're evil monsters. Now,
Evil
why
monsters.
is that okay, but it's not okay for your code of ethics to come from whatever religious leaning you have and therefore you want to promote war in the Middle East? Now, to be clear, I am not pro-abortion. I'm also not an evangelical Christian. I'm just saying, why is it socially acceptable for that person who has their political ideology to come in and promote baby Holocaust, but it is not okay for that guy to come in with his own perspective? And this is when democracy crumbles. Like, I see people...
What the fuck are you talking about? You're yapping about how abortion's bad. You don't believe abortion is bad. You don't care. You don't give a shit. Abortion, nobody cares about abortion. You guys don't care about what you're saying. Just knock it off. Holy fuck.
People criticizing this all the time because it's not the ideology that they hold, but if this person is democratically elected, why do you complain? If moral subjectivism is all the rage, then what's the issue to you? If this guy's subjective...
Oh, got it. You believe in slavery. Got it. That's what I'm hearing. Oh, yeah, I forgot he downplayed... This game is fucking insane. I forgot he downplayed slavery, that he thought it was actually a really good thing because it was only just like rapists that were slaves. Yeah, this guy, like, it doesn't matter what he says. He gets all of his. He has a literal interpretation of the fucking Old Testament. Like, this guy thinks that it's based that God kills everybody. He's a fucking moron. Who cares what this guy has to say?
Morality is different than yours. So when I hear criticism levied towards these people, it's coming from baby killers half the time. So while I do think Shoe0nHead's criticism here,
God kill a bunch of babies because he was like angry at them. Like, what are you talking about? You support that though. So why the fuck do you care? Isn't it God's will for babies to get raped and murdered? Like, every time that there's a horrible thing, God, well, it's God's plan. This is God's plan. It's God's plan. I'm the God's plan guy. What? Baby killing is bad? What except when God does it? Got it.
Is completely valid. I do think that she literally wanted to vote that she's a Democrat. Or, I'm sorry, a left-leaning individual. And I think the religious doctrine of grooming and castrating children and aborting babies is diabolical and evil. And
oh my god, these people are fucking insane. Castrating babies. What are you talking about? You guys fucking... What? You're a supporter of fucking... of circumcision. What?
This isn't a whataboutism. This is literally honing in on the core here. The core is, this is a person that was elected that you don't agree with them because of their ideology.
Okay.
That is democracy. Not defending that guy's position. I think his tweet was heinous. But the point that I'm trying to make here is actually...
No, you seem to really like it. But okay. If you say so.
Very basic. We are all very comfortable shitting on that guy and saying that how dare he have religious beliefs that go against what you view as correct or decent, but we're not
They're just religious beliefs, guys. No big deal.
shitting on the race communist that's coming into power to abort our children because that's just their political ideology. That's killed a lot more of us than evangelical Wakanda. That said, point well taken. I didn't even realize that there was such a religious leaning to these people. I think that's one of the worst tweets I've ever seen.
Maybe we have
like
the separate rule.
Right, if you could choose one country no longer the United States of Israel, and then the United States representative said, read the Bible. Oh my God, that's brutal. That's absolutely brutal. We should not be electing anyone that puts another country over ours. It's the most obvious thing in the world.
Responded to this guy, we had a little Twitter fight, and he just major conflict of interest.
Yeah,
We need to be asking people like Ted Cruz and Lindsey Graham, Mike Huckabee, Mike Johnson. We need to be asking all these evangelicals in office the same exact question. Also, I just checked how much this guy gets paid from AIPAC, and what?
It's a lot. Whoa.
Oh, buddy.
Oh, AIPAC paying a guy named Bacon? That's brutal.
Okay, so here's where it gets...
But the funny thing is, like, AIPAC became like this big baddie, but whatever. I went through the numbers already. Like, there's a reason why China's giving $500 million when AIPAC is giving 100 million.
Schizophrenic as While I am telling you this, please keep in mind, I don't believe this. This is what they believe. Because as I was writing this, I felt like a crazy person. With the evangelical doomsday lore, there is something called the Third Temple. In Judaism, there were two temples. There was the first temple built around 10th century BC, and the second temple rebuilt around the exile. Okay. And the third temple is this idea that a new Jewish temple will be built on the Temple Mount in Jerusalem to help usher in end times. Also interesting,
okay, I'm not sure why, I'm sorry. I don't know why she just said, like, this is an evangelical Christian prophecy. Like, half of the book of Ezekiel is dedicated to talking about a third temple. But also, I have no idea what this has to do with the Iran war.
Yeah, thank you for info dumping your favorite fictitious book. I love it. Sorry, dude. I'm so sorry. I like Lord of the Rings. It's pretty good.
Side note here, Jewish people, especially Orthodox Chabad Jews, who are basically like the evangelicals of Judaism, believe...
This is gonna be brutal.
Building this temple will not bring on the end times, but the Messianic Age, otherwise known as the Golden Age, where everyone will live under Noahide laws, where the concept of worshiping Jesus would basically be illegal. Meanwhile, the evangelical end times...
Yeah, look, man, are we really gonna do a whole Jew lore segment here? So first of all, it's not the Chabad Jews. I guess you got that from Tucker Carlson. Orthodox Jews do believe that a third temple will be built at the coming of the Messiah. Jews believe that...
Hey guys, I don't really know. Half my positions I don't really know. I'm not really super biblically educated. By the way, I have super strong opinions, actually. I have really strong opinions, and you're wrong. It's like every other like one time, like sometimes he won't really know what he's talking about. The other time he's going to super affirm. Yeah. Sometimes I don't really know. Maybe, maybe. Bro, come on. This guy obviously loves loves Israel, loves that we give them infinite money, loves that we do a fucking every terrible thing across the world, pretends that he doesn't like abortions. This guy's like a fucking single weirdo.
We don't know who the Messiah is. It could be Jesus if he's the guy who shows up, but Jews tend to believe that it's someone alive. Worshipping Jesus would not be banned under Noahide laws because Jesus is not considered as a separate entity to God by Christians.
Oh, because he's one of the best Jews, frankly.
Christians don't view Jesus as not God, just a different guy that's also a God. Christians view Jesus as the human iteration of God. Rabbis that have lived around Christians have said this. Notably, Rashi, very famous Jewish rabbi, lived in the 1100s, I think. Maimonides lived among Muslims, and he...
Wow, 1100s is crazy. Got it.
Took the more Muslim idea that Jesus is a polytheistic God. However, the Jewish rabbis that actually lived among Christians did not share that ideology at all. So no, it does not. It does not say that you're not allowed to worship Jesus under Noahide laws. Under that train of thought. But the idea is that
under that train of thought, wait, then that means it sounds like you can't. Yeah, no, you're not allowed to worship Jesus under this type of law. He just has a different view of it. He has a more progressive view of it. At least that's what he says. Most the actual interpretation was you could not worship Jesus under this law. This sounds just like fucking Sharia law, dude. Some authorities argue that while worshiping Jesus is prohibited for Jews, it may not be for Gentiles. May. So there's like may. Hey, maybe it wouldn't be so bad. Okay, got it. Okay. Many contemporary interpretations, including those followed by some Noahide communities, require the exclusion of Jesus to adhere to the seven laws. Incredible. So this is just Sharia law, but I guess for Jewish people.
In that messianic
incredible stuff. We love it.
Era or whatever is Shoe0nHead is talking about. The idea is the entire world will come together and recognize that the Messiah is here, whoever it is. That's more the ideology. But that comes with miracles and prophecy.
He's just talking about like a Jewish Sharia law. That's what he's talking about. So
coming back and stuff like that. So I don't think you really have to worry about the Iran war in this regard.
The Jews will convert to Christianity. So Christians and Jews are both looking to build this thing for very different reasons.
Okay, all right. Again, they're not... I feel like there's so much lore here that's got to be skipped over. If the Messiah comes...
Lore is a good way to put it.
And the Messiah is actually Jesus, then all the Jews are going to convert to Christianity. Because it turns out the Christians were right all of these years, and Jesus was actually the Messiah. If the Messiah shows up and it's not actually Jesus, this is according to Judaism, then everyone will recognize the one true God for, you know, who he is and what he wants from us, and we'll follow the Noahide laws. That's the difference of opinion. It's not...
Bro, it sounds so fucking crazy saying all this out loud. Like, this guy's going on like a fucking rager about how much he hates trans people before. But he's like, yeah, you know, according to the book, actually the Messiah, and it might be this person, and wait, hold on, it might be... Like, it sounds fucking crazy when it's insane to me that people like this are like, yeah, man, trans people are so bad. It makes no sense to me. By the way, here's my fucking lore dump about religion. It's like, oh, okay, got it.
Like some apocalyptic war. It's just a different idea than what the outcome would be.
That do not complement each other at all, yet they are both working together to do it. And both think they will be right in the end. Pete Hegseth, our Secretary of War, has openly talked about rebuilding the Third Temple.
No! There's no reason why the miracle of the reestablishment of the temple on the Temple Mount is not possible.
I'm sorry. Whoa! I did not know he believed this.
You say whoa like it's bad, but you actually agree with what he's doing, so it's very strange. But okay.
Man, we just want affordable homes and groceries. What is this?
I'm pretty sure that was Pete Hegseth's visit to Jerusalem like years ago. Yeah, he's in the King David Hotel in
pretty sure.
Jerusalem at this
time. Not possible.
Anyway, wow, that is wild.
According to the president, is apparently the guy who does not want the war to end.
I said, Pete and General Raisin Kane, I think this thing's going to be settled very soon. Here they go. Oh, that's too bad. Didn't want it to be settled.
So,
well, the good news is Pete Hegseth is not the president of the United States.
What is so bad about rebuilding?
What, isn't he our Secretary of Defense? Sorry, Secretary of War.
This temple.
But I guess he has no influence on anything, just being the Secretary of War.
None of this is true.
Great question, Shoe0nHead. I'm sure we'll have an answer.
Like, who gives a shit? Like, freedom of religion. Well, here's the issue.
There is currently a Muslim mosque on top of the Temple Mount that they built after ransacking the country. Because, you know, Islam is the number one colonial religion in the world, so they build their little mosques on every other holy site that they possibly can. That's why they'll you know, convert every church that they
holy sites. Wow, what is that?
Conquer into a mosque. It's the same idea, actually. Because it's a colonial religion, they wanted to show dominance, so they built their church on the...
It's a colonial religion. Like it's... I guess Islam is a colonial religion, but not Christianity. Aren't all religions, like, definitionally... Don't they try to colonize other religions? What?
On the destroyed temple.
The fuck are you talking about?
The goal is to trigger a massive war in order to get Jesus to return. They will do shit to make that happen. They will want to destroy and destabilize the Middle East.
Do they say that? I haven't heard anyone say that.
And they will use...
Oh, okay. It's great. So I guess you just have to say something to mean it. Okay.
Your sons and daughters to do it for them.
I go back to South Carolina, I'm asking them to send their sons and daughters over to the Mideast.
Wow, the childless warmonger with no stake in the future and moles on his ass wants our children to go fight and die in another pointless war?
Again, we're really focusing a lot on this here, but this is an inevitable war. These guys were trying to kill us for 47 years. They're going to keep trying to kill us death to America as part of their apocalyptic death cult religion. They view us as the great Satan. Everything they do, that they've been trying to do, was towards an eventual point where they could exterminate the American people. That was their goal. It always has been. This is not a pointless war by any means.
Last thing is true, by the way, about the moles. Look it up. Actually, don't Don't
wanna see
you'll regret
Lindsey
it. Don't.
Graham's
Also,
ass.
the area they want to
Thanks,
build
though.
this temple thing on already has like a big mosque on it.
It's so weird. It's so weird. But I thought this was called the Temple Mount. I thought that the Al-Aqsa Mosque was built in the same place that there were 2 temples before. Wow. You mean to tell me that the colonial religion of Islam literally built their holy mosque on top of the ruins of the temple? Wow, that's weird.
Called the Al-Aqsa Mosque. I don't know how to say that. And destroying the site would have like devastating consequences.
Look, I'm not saying we should go and destroy that site or anything. I'm just saying.
That is what you're saying, but okay.
I'm just saying.
For the Middle East and for us.
No, it wouldn't. Get out of here. What are you fucking talking about? Destroying this mosque would not at all have any impact on us whatsoever. I'm not saying we should do it. I'm not advocating for it, okay?
You are obviously advocating for it. What are you talking about?
Making this clear. But yeah, no.
That they care. Just keep an eye out if that Al-Aqsa Mosque gets conveniently destroyed by a rogue Iranian missile or something.
Like, you do realize that in 1967, all right, this is a lot of history, the Al-Aqsa Mosque was literally under control of the Israeli government, and they gave it back to the Muslims, all right? Like, a lot of people literally don't know anything about history. If Israel wanted it destroyed, it would be destroyed, and they don't need to wait for Iran to get involved in a war to do it.
The upcoming days of this war. So yes, it is a holy war. We are being non-consensually dragged into a holy war by...
I'm sure to some people they view it as a holy war. Trump does not view it as a holy war. Trump views it as an existential threat. Did she actually go through the whole video and not even...
But Trump's wrong, because there is no existential threat whatsoever. That's what was determined. What the fuck?
Talk about any of the talking points that Trump actually used? Like, this is sad. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I do...
She did. At the beginning, she said he lied, because he did. What?
Appreciate the evangelical Wakanda deep dive for sure. Don't get me wrong. But I feel like we should have definitely at least looked into what's being said, like the actual...
She did. What are you talking about?
Narrative.
3 different sets of desert people, just as I started to get my life together. Now here is the important question.
I'm ready.
Could all this doomsday talk these politicians are saying out loud just be religious pandering to the massive evangelical population that votes for the GOP to get them to vote for a war that is ultimately about, you know, like land?
Maybe. Why would you say maybe? You're literally sitting here saying that he views it as an existential threat. Why would you say maybe if you believe that? What?
It's really not ultimately about this, though. Like, like that's the brutal part. Like, yeah, it's very interesting stuff. I'm sure Lindsey Graham definitely sees biblical prophecies being fulfilled and stuff. Don't get me wrong. But the reason why this is happening is because these guys were trying to kill us for 47 years. They've killed thousands of us. They killed 40,000 of their own people. They killed millions of people in the actual region. They've been directly trying to destroy us. They tried to assassinate Donald Trump 2 times. They've directly stated their goal of developing nuclear weapons. They say had enough uranium, 60% enriched, to actually develop 11 nukes. What are we talking about?
Weapons and territory or whatever the Yes, absolutely yes. It could all be bullshit. They might not actually believe it. I mean, a bunch of politicians, like, they're going to islands and, like, rape kids. You think these people believe in God? But remember, like I said, many do. Sometimes
well, Trump obviously does that and doesn't believe in God, so...
people really do believe in things, and they
allegedly, I guess, right?
will kill and die for them. Or, you know, make you go kill and die for them. I know it's hard for people to understand this. They understand it perfectly well when it comes to radical Islam, when Muslims will, like, blow themselves up for Allah or whatever.
Yeah, because they blow themselves up.
Yet when it comes to other religions, like, they can't really comprehend it. Just because you don't believe in something doesn't mean that people who do won't do crazy shit. Like, because...
Yeah, her point is valid. What she's saying is that religion blinds people into doing extremist shit, and what's happening in America. Yeah, she's right.
They believe in something. U.S. commanders across more than 30 military bases...
I think that was just like a little too much for Nux to comprehend, so...
told troops the Iran war was part of God's plan and linked it to Armageddon. A commander said Trump was anointed by Jesus to light the signal fire in Iran to cause Armageddon.
Well, a tweet said it, so let's ignore the actual conversation being had about why we're at war and trust the tweet.
Military...
What? A tweet said it?
Military bases told... like, because they believe in something.
Okay.
U.S. commanders across more than 30 military bases told troops the Iran war was part of God's plan and linked it to Armageddon. A commander said Trump was anointed by Jesus to light the signal fire in Iran to cause Armageddon.
Well, a tweet said it, so let's ignore the actual conversation being had about why we're at war and...
Sorry, what an idiot. First of all he does is quote, like, random tweets. But second of all, this is a tweet that it's apparently referencing something that the president said and commanders around him said. It's not just a tweet. If you don't think the tweet's accurate, that's fine. But this isn't just a tweet, right? Like, this is an actual, like, what are you talking about? This is more than just a tweet, dude.
Just a tweet.
Military Religious Freedom...
I guess we'll just say it's a tweet. Okay, got it.
Foundation says it has received over 110 similar complaints describing the war as biblically sanctioned and a sign of the Christian end times. So here's the question. Does Trump believe in this? No. No, I don't think so.
Absolutely
But the people
not.
around him do, and they talk about it all the time. And after
Not all
Trump
the people around him. His vice president, for the record, obviously doesn't, very clearly doesn't. Rubio has never stated anything even remotely close to anything like this. Yeah, I don't buy that. I don't think Trump wants to do this for... He's been saying this for 40 years, that we need to stop Iran from getting a nuclear weapon. What are we doing here? Are we just ignoring the gigantic orange elephant in the room?
Trump was like a millimeter away from being brutally and horrifically assassinated on live TV. Probably not good or healthy that he has people like Mike Huckabee in his ear, the United States ambassador to Israel, saying this in regards to bombing Iran. Mr. President, God spared you in Butler, Pennsylvania to be the most consequential president in a century, maybe ever. The decision on your shoulders, I would not want to be made by anyone else. You have many voices speaking to you, sir, but there is only one voice that matters. His voice. I am your appointed servant in this land, and I am available for you. But I do not try to get in your presence often because I trust your instincts. No president in my lifetime has been in a position like yours. Not since Truman in 1945. I don't reach out to persuade you, only to encourage you. I believe you will hear from heaven, and that voice is far more important than mine or anyone else's. You sent me to Israel to be your eyes, ears, and voice, and make sure our flag flies above our embassy. My job is to be the last one to leave. I will not abandon this post. Our flag will not...
This guy's a fucking psychopath.
...come down. You did not seek this moment. This moment sought you. It is my honor to serve you. Mike Huckabee.
That's not so bad. I was expecting way worse. He's not telling him to bomb Iran and shit. He's just being...
Dude, he's sitting there and he's fucking bowing down to Trump and Israel. What are you talking about? That's fucking insane. What?
Like, listen, I believe God spared you for a reason, and you should, trust in God and make the right decision. Oh, that's not so bad. But he signed a text?
Not since Truman in 1945.
Yeah. What happened there? Right.
What did he...
Right, yeah, nukes. Oops.
What do you mean by this, chat? In conclusion...
It was a decisive moment, okay? Chill out, man. It was a decisive moment. He's not telling him to nuke Iran. Chill out, everybody.
Evangelical Wakanda is an interesting aspect to all of this to consider. Right. It might not be the only cause of the war. I don't think it is. I think there's many different reasons.
It's not. It's quite literally not the cause of the war. Could it be fulfilling a prophecy anyway? Perhaps. But that is not why we're at war. It's just a very funny coincidence that very often we do things for very logical reasons and they end up exactly as ordained and predetermined.
For very logical reasons, like what?
But it's a coincidence, I'm sure. Coincidences are hilarious.
I think it is pretty important to consider the fact that there are people in power right now who are very close to the President of the United States who may be a teeny itsy bitsy bit biased when it comes to war in the Middle East. Also, draft Lindsey Graham. That is all. Thank you for your opinion in this matter. If you guys
that was good.
Want a completely uncensored...
Why was it good? I don't understand. What made it so good to you? Like, what's so funny about that?
Version of this video with no bleeps, donate to my Patreon, link down below.
Yo, I have a Patreon too.
Oh, dude, for $10 a month, he'll make an NSFW Discord for you if you're a child. That's fucking crazy stuff.
Bro, that's crazy. I'll feel so much better if I get people on my Patreon. I'll feel so much better calling Keir Starmer a faggot on YouTube.
Guess we're doing it a third time. Okay.
If I have donations on Patreon, so support me.
I don't understand. I just don't get it. I don't understand what's happening right now. It's just fucking like lame behavior.
Be there as well. Of course. This was a great video. In all, my major complaint was she didn't tackle the actual reason why we're at war, which is sad.
My major complaint is I really don't understand. I truly don't understand. Like why is he not banned for this? You have people. This is the third time he said like the F slur. You get banned on there if you shit in the wrong direction. But Nux Taku is allowed to say a bunch of slurs and he maintains his platform. I don't understand that. It doesn't make any sense to me. I don't get it. I'm not saying permanently ban him, but like why is there no punishment for saying slurs? I don't understand why. None whatsoever. He just says whatever he wants. It's like, okay, cool. I guess great stuff.
And also, this war, I'm still saying this is not going to be a forever war, and I'm going to be justified. You're going to see. I'm going to be right. Okay, time will tell. I'll be right. Man. She'll be wrong. I will be vindicated. Shoe0nHead managed to make an entire video about Israel, not talking about the Jews. This is actually fucking insane. And I think just because evangelical Christians have a belief system about what the end times will look like, it doesn't mean every single evangelical Christian thinks that we should try to start Armageddon to jumpstart the end times. And I think that's an insane takeaway I'm trying to not make from this video. I actually really like evangelical Christians. They're like fucking awesome people. I like most Christians.
They're not. They're insane fucking freaks that like protest the like they like make fun of people who die in war. What are you talking about? What?
Actually, I'm pretty based like that. Praying to God this war could end really quickly. It could end with obliterating the retards. The Iranian people rise up, take their country back, create a Wakanda of their own. I don't want our boots on the ground. They don't want to fund foreign governments. I feel like Shoe0nHead and I actually agree on a lot of things here, and I think that...
You haven't agreed on like a single thing. You're pretending to agree. What are you talking about? Okay. Apparently Keir Starmer isn't 100% on Trump's side when it comes to the war. That's why he doesn't like he keeps calling him the F slur.
In time, when I am proven correct, because I will be, that this is not going to be a forever war, I would like you to say, wow, actually it's really nice not needing to worry about Iran, a death cult that quite literally is hell-bent on destroying us.
Like Nux Taku saying, hey guys, I'm going to be right because it's not going to be a forever war, is the same as like Tectone saying like, don't worry, I'm not going to be raping you forever just until I come. Like it's like You know what I mean? Or it's like, oh, well, he didn't say he would do it forever. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, oh, it's not a forever war. Oh, I'm not going to rape you forever. It's a limited time. It's just a limited time thing. It's not a big deal. All right, that's what we got here. I'm not saying that Tectone did say that, but I'm just saying that he did lose his guns for 10 years for raping his ex. Right, and I think that's important to acknowledge. And he's best friends with Nux, so
they won't have the ability to destroy us. I'm just saying it will be really nice. And if this does end up a forever war, I will take the L and immediately say Shoe0nHead was correct. And I was retarded. But I am confident that is not an apology I will ever have to make. I'm pretty sure I'm right. I'm praying to God I'm right. And I'm praying to God that he keeps us safe. Because, you know, biblical or not, this is scary times.
Wow, what a fucking dog shit idiot. Cool.